to be donated. 44 cents from each cup of coffee sold on Giving Day going to the foundation. Drop a donation in by placing coins in the fundraising boxes at any APCO service station. Buy a kindness heart, hearts for $2, $5 or $10 at any APCO servo. APCO Foundation products, there's lollies, chill water or oil. A portion of each of those sales support the foundation. Or you can make an online donation, apcofoundation.com.au, and all donations will be doubled next Tuesday by their matching partners. That is APCO Foundation Giving Day, Tuesday, July 30. Let's go around the panel, winner and margin this afternoon. Jace?
Don't know.
Ooh. Well, that tells you the game, doesn't it, really?
I know.
30 to 6.
Wow, I don't know. I think Colac by 3 points. I think it'd be very close.
Lack of Ollie Tate for me.
Yeah.
Colac by 11. We'll get Birchie's selection. Yeah, got you now, Birchie. I'm not sure why your signal is good close.
I'm right near the van. Here we go.
Yeah, you're in the van. So
I'm in the
good.
van.
Winner and margin, Birchie. Who won the toss too, by the way, for A&B Australia Quality Shoulder?
Colac won, and they'll kick with the strong southerly breeze that is blowing.
All right, to the northern end of the ground, or the town end, the southern end, the youth club end here. We're broadcasting from the outer side, for those watching through AFL Barwon TV, so you'll actually see our van in the footage. So Birchie, winner and margin?
Colac by 17 points.
Winner and margin, Kirsch, thanks to the pendulum.
Pendulum's back, guys. Colac are plus 14 in the offensive column. They are plus 12 in the defensive column. Gives them a swing of 26 points. Divide that by 13, Jason, it gives us a 2-point margin.
Oh, there you go. I'm very close, aren't I?
Indeed.
So the sweep is for Colac from the K-Rock team this afternoon. Can the Lions prove us wrong on a Sunday afternoon? A Sunday special from Central Reserve. First time we've been here for K-Rock Football. KRockFootball.live. Opening term action thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman, Cryo and Warren Pond for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. Here's Jace.
Bell tried to get it down from Kyle Bumstead in the middle in the ruck contest. He followed up his work as well. Ball spills free towards Sheen, umpire. Has he found a free kick? No, he's going to come in and ball it up just forward to the centre circle for Colac, kicking to the city end in this first term. Bell held on to, the umpire said no, play on. Thompson's in there as well for Leopold. Ball to the side of the pack. Feely tried to get it on for Wagner. The piano tuner with the first real kick from the middle for Leopold. Handball, oh, that's a good tackle too. That's holding the ball. Look at that, umpire Douglas. And Colac had got the free kick. Lockie Simpkin to go wide.
He does go wide. Oh, nearly a one-hander reeled in there by Dusty Walters, but Leopold's going to come up with it. Sheehan sends a kick to the leading Giddings, takes it on the chest well ahead of Malikan. That'll be a Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup, and Annandale sliding in has taken the mark. We saw him last week kick 5, Maxi Annandale, including a gift from Damien McMahon, who told us on the Beyond the Boundary podcast during the week he thought he was kicking it to a teammate because of the jumper clash that took place. Still don't know how we managed to have Leopold in all green and Samaris in all navy blue, but here we are on a Sunday afternoon, and Maxi Annandale, after 5 last week, he had 7 shots from 10 possessions last week, Max Annandale. And the Queenscliff product, a chance into the breeze to give Leopold the ideal start. First quarter action, gets very close to the man on the mark, sends it on its way, and he's pushed it across the face, through for a minor score. So one behind for Leopold, first score of the afternoon. It belongs off the boot of the number 2 for the Polders in Maxi Annandale. A behind for him, and we've gone in this opening term on the Barwon Foods time clock, just on 1 minute and 3/4.
Lockie Simpkin from fullback plays on for Colac, goes grandstand side, goes out towards Jerry McCormack, who takes the mark at half back, plays on quickly to move it through the middle of Australian Land Company Stadium Oval, gets it to Simpkin. He goes, that's Joffe, goes inside. Oh my, that's a training drill, gets it to Darcy Lang, 50 from goal, reels around, goes into the pocket looking for Gunner, it goes back, Pepper taps it away from him. They were playing for front on contact, didn't come. The Moth said throw it in, thanks very much. And left forward pocket for Colac, we will have a boundary throw in.
Birchie, have you set yourself up somewhere close to us?
I'm very close. Miles will be in the van, but I just wanted to update you on the ground. The outer ring of the ground is waterlogged. It is absolutely saturated.
For South Point Garden Supplies, boundary throw-in. Thompson winning the tap down. That's Trent, but he's won it straight into the waiting arms of a Tiger, whose quick snap across the face has missed. That might have been Tobin Murray missing across the face for a behind. And the first score of the afternoon for the Tigers. Here's a minor one. One behind a piece. Opening quarter action has gone just on 3 minutes on the Barn Food side clock. Barn Food sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
Mitch Burgess with a nice new pair of kicks on at fullback. They are nice and bright. He's got those on. Ball's finally come back from the backyard.
Great Wall of China and Mitch Burgess's boots. The only two things you can see from the moon.
Look at him.
They are very bright.
Burgess. He's going to come towards the outer side. He goes to the grandstand side. Goes out there. Fairly. Got one over the shoulder. And Touchy will take the free kick at right half back for Leopold. So Tom Fairley. He's also got some nice bright boots on too. There's been a bit of a 2-for-1 offer there. Fairley goes towards centre wing, holds up in the breeze side. Bell got one around the head. The umpire said it's out of bounds. He should have got a free kick, but it will be a boundary throw in on centre wing, grandstand side. And it is one behind a piece here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium.
Chase Murray keeping Logan Wagner company.
They are. They're going head to head. There's a couple of nice little matchups around the ground. Lang and Jennings will be an interesting one throughout the day.
Here's Wagner now with the footy from the boundary throw, and he's turned it over. Monahan taking a tackle, lost it in that tackle. Ball spilled out. Here's Wagner trying to burst away, although the whistle is gone. It's going to come back, is it? And be a free kick to Leopold to Marcus Thompson. Although I think Chase Murray's trying to actually get to Marcus Thompson, and Wagner's trying to drag him away from Marcus Thompson. So the skipper of the Polders playing game 172 this afternoon. A high ball towards right half forward. Bumstead his target off the front of the pack. The ball rolls away. Williamson tracking it, can't gather it in, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So not a bad crowd in, but I suspect they were hoping for better. Weather has probably conspired to bring out the district fans from around Colac, who would have been tied up with local footy yesterday, to be here this afternoon.
Got the open fire pits out in the outer.
I could maybe set one up here, it'd be nice.
Right. Boundary throw in. Bumstead from behind. He put a tackle on Zy Bell without the footy. Umpire said play on. Comes to the side. Zach's going to get very upset in a minute, I think. Pepper, he tried to get it away. Falls into the arms of Fairley. His kick was off the side of his boot. Goes towards the middle of the ground. Hayes with the long sleeves on for Colac. He comes in. Burgess low to the ground. Handball on the out was okay to Pepper. He goes wide towards centre wing. Ritchie tracks it for Leopold. He can't pick it up though. He's harassed out of the towards centre wing. Free kick for a hold. And the free kick's going against Giblet. And it will be a free kick for Leopold.
Short kick into the waiting arms of Williamson, might have been from Ritchie. Williamson looks to draw a man and give it back to Ritchie. Ritchie's kick into the oncoming man in Jared Walters, who was able to deflect it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. And we'll get a boundary throw-in at the right half forward flank for Leopold. Grandstand side at Central Reserve, Australian Lamb Company Stadium. One of the bigger mouthfuls when it comes to names of stadium. Bumstead.
By Sushi Oval.
Double palm down to the front. Sushi be good right now, although a roast lamb wouldn't go astray either. Here's Porter battling for it for Leopold. Head over the footy, couldn't take it. Chance for Burgess, can't pick it up. We'll get a boundary throw. Aaron Hawker also in there as well. Aaron Hawker, number one in the GFNL for Kirsch for pressure acts.
Isn't he? And that's why Colac are number one due to his work around all things pressure.
Ryan Monahan has just popped Brock Williamson in the face and given away a free kick.
Yeah, right. Anything to it for the match review officer to have a look at?
Possibly.
But no card.
So Williamson from centre wing goes into the forward for Leopold. Comes out there to said man Monahan. Handball over the top to back to Williamson. And he has got the ball. Comes back inboard to Porter. Gives it to the Wagner. To the piano tuner. Looking for centre half forward. Pitt couldn't take the mark. Second effort was okay. Short little kick. Got it towards K-Rock's own. Jet Matthews gets the handball out. Needs some support. Got some, but it was a good tackle too. And, well, it wasn't a good tackle.
Right.
So he said it was a high tackle, the umpire. And will be a free kick coming back to Nick Ash at half forward for Leopold.
Ash goes on a 45-degree angle with the kick towards left half forward to Luke Justin. Now, normally this is within Luke Justin and his range, but right now, with this breeze that he's kicking into, there are no flags here. You would have thought the 2014 Premiership flag would be fluttering.
Come on, Gibbo, what are you doing here? Come on.
This is going to be a tough. This has got long point written all over it, or off the hands on the goal line, unless Justin's just going to sit it up. He's just going to sit it up. Smart play. Wants a marking target. Can't find one in Annandale. Quick snap. Front of the pack. Round the corner. Has missed to the right. Through for behind. Didn't pick up who that was.
Nick Ash.
It was Nick Ash, was it? So Ash back into the side. And of course, like all Ashes, not very tall. They're a diminutive family, the Ashes and their cohort.
It's vertically challenged.
Simpkin Lockie from fullback. Look for Hayes. He missed it at centre half back. Now the handball from Porter. Through the ball out. Comes towards the piano tuner. Right foot kick. Oh, he's just missed to the near side. And he nearly tuned it beautifully there for a goal. He's just missed it. And, well, it is the BBC here because it is Leopold 3, Colac 1. And that is on the Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. We have played 8.5 minutes. Barn Foods time clock.
Barn Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong, long kick in towards Jaron McCormack. Came from Tommy Rennitz, and it's off hands and out of bounds for a boundary throw in front of the shelter here at Central Reserve. The most country of grounds in the GFNL here. Don't get fire pits at too many
No, you don't.
other venues, but you don't get this cold at other venues. Wagner does the roving. He's been good early. Jams it on the boot. Bouncing ball. Pitt bounced over his head. That's not a bad effort. Jammed on the boot by Rennitz towards the outer wing. Rolling ball. Jet Matthews trying to get a run up because of able to take the footies. Jamison and snap the kick around the corner for Colac towards half forward. Jennings playing in front of Lang. Oh, Lang was wonderful. Through traffic. Gave a handball to Walters. Walters wants Garner over his head. Too much on it. Cross the unlikely clean up across half back. Puts it into the space that Wagner now occupies. Took it on the bounce and away he goes with a bounce.
Tuner goes towards centre wing with a kick. Beautiful to Connor Giddings. Hit him lace out on the chest. He's on centre wing. Grandstand side. Umpire saying come back a couple on the mark, which has now happened.
Oh.
Short little kick or turnover. Maybe the numbers though with Leopold. Feely helped him out. Goes to centre half forward on a lead again. Pitt couldn't take the mark. Rennitz comes out. He's got the job on him this afternoon. Fresh air shot by Gorwell. Pitt the other way for Leopold. Beautiful. Ash thought about the kick. Thought about the handball. Was better to Feely. Comes in. Goal. Leopold. Great work between wing and half forward. Touchy finishes it off. Tom Feely kicks the first of the afternoon. And they go to 1-3-9 now, the Lions. They lead Colac 1 behind. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Well, they look a bit on us early when they go inside forward 50. They've got multiple options and they've had different variety of players having shots on goal already in the first sort of 5 entries. So they look dangerous when they go forward. Then Annandale just gives them that extra bit of flexibility down there as well. He looks like he flies at absolutely everything, Annandale, and provides a contest, and it gets to the ground and the Smalls do their job.
Cross doing the ruck work for the Polders for the moment. Going early was Zybell, trying to knock it through was Monaghan. He'll hack it out of mid-air. It was well delivered inside forward 50. The mark, though, not taken by Dusty Waltons. He hit Burgess off the hands of the pack, tucking it under the arm, trying to shake off the man coming at him. Tobin Murray gave a handball away to Jennings, who gave it to Sheehan. Sheehan on the outside of the right boot's a scrubby kick. It was a poor kick. Opens the door for Monaghan to give a handball off to Gorwell. Gorwell a kick around the corner. Jamison, handball through traffic. Chase Murray dumped in a big tackle. Sling tackle, according to the umpire. And it'll come back to be a free kick to Chase Murray. Spent the last 3 seasons at Irrewarra Biak. In fact, it will actually be paid down the ground by umpire Rankin. Darcy Lang famed to give a handball off to Lee Gall. Lang will
Breeze behind him?
Yeah, he's got the breeze behind him. He's going to go on his non-preferred left, and he's absolutely munged it into the forward pocket. It's taken by Burgess of Leopold, who just hacks it out of there and back with the flight. Justin trying to get a handle on it. Will it sit for him? It won't. Under pressure, can't keep it alive near the boundary line and out of bounds as we go down to Birchie. That sun's actually just providing some warmth now in the western sky.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Even psychologically, that sun beating down, it's adding a few degrees to the temperature.
Feels like 2 degrees here
That's
at Colac.
right.
That's beautiful.
Ball back into play, might as well be on the top of Mount Buller. Good tackle by Porter, but the spillage taken by Gorwell of Colac. Kick inside forward 50, looking for a marking target. Won't find one because Trent Thompson playing in front, ran onto the loose footy, knocked it into the path of his captain Marcus. Though is Simpkin through traffic, turning and kicking into the right forward pocket. No mark taken. It's knocked away from Walters. Numbers there for Leopold, including Jennings, who'll repel. Sends it towards half back. Spoil came from Rennitz of Colac. Ball at ground level. Richie was clean through traffic. Can he find a way to free the arms? Does to Cross. Cross with good hands out towards Justin. Although ball bobbled away from him. Time to recover it at left half back and try and hit a target. Porter knocked away by Lockie Simpkin. Although Porter will come again. Can he knock it out to Richie? No. Handball back. Justin just a fumble at the wrong time. Freed the arms. Gave it to Porter. Porter gave it to Richie, and they've done okay here on the near side wing.
Goes in towards half forward. It's a good kick too. And presentation again, Annandale. Left foot kick quickly into the top of the square. Getting back there. High kick. kick. Giddings couldn't take it. Hayes' kick was partly smothered. Rennett's kicked it off the ground, only as far back. Free kick should be against Annandale. Lockie Simpkin, no. Umpire said no way. Touchy, left foot kick again from him across the face of goal. Oh, that's over the shoulder from Giddings. Umpire says play on. Gorbel, he tries to tap it back. Handball over the top, and they're away now. They've got a bit of time and space. Spokes for Colac. He's kicked though. Missed the target. Back to him now, off a step. Can he get it away? He can't. He's close to the boundary line. Little left foot kick. I think he's kicked it out of bounds. He has, and we will have a boundary throw-in at right half forward for Leopold. Pretty frenetic start, Kirsch.
It is, and just a little bit scrappy, some of the kicks as well at the moment. Just efficiency's a little bit low. Maybe the breeze is playing a bit of havoc out there.
Where's Lockie Simpkins' free kick?
It's still waiting for it himself, he is.
Right half forward, boundary throwing, Leopold in attack. Chance to burst through. Williamson took a couple on, but then dragged down, got a kick away about a metre, deflected back off a shin towards Marcus Thompson. Numbers with Colac, Chase Murray. Good tackle by Matthews. Umpire says holding the ball. Gee, that's harsh on Chase Matthews.
What?
And Jet Matthews will win himself, Chase Murray, I should say, Jet Matthews will win himself a free kick. Gives a handball off. Wagner, who's been busy early, sends a kick inside 50. Giddings his target. McCormick just moved him out of the way and took a good mark. Hamlin Hanger contender. I don't think it'll be a day for the high markers. And McCormack with a good grab. You want the middle of the ground. Jamison, although Feely got in the way, couldn't hang on. Matthews, a handball back, a little bit too slick for Justin. Feely came again. Socket forward, might have been Gorbel into space. Chance for Tobin Murray to send it to a one-on-one over the head of Garner and Trent Thompson. Garner will be first back there. He'll look to go off the ground, and it just beat him over for a minor score. And we'll have a behind for Colac on the first quarter. Carrock Harvey Norman scoreboard. They moved to 2. They trailed Leopold 139. Bowen Foods time clock's gone 14.5 minutes.
The Undertaker, Will Sheehan with the kick-in duties this time for Leopold. It's the outer side with the kick. Looking for Feely. It holds up though. Gorbel should have taken the mark off a hand. He might get it back. His handball. To nobody in particular. Richard, halfback for Leopold. Thought about the handball. Probably should have went to the handball because the kick was terrible. Bell gets back and takes the mark. In between wing and half forward for Colac. Called to play on. He goes on the opposite left as well. Goes deep towards Garner. Over the back. Third in line. And there was a number. Pepper got pushed past the footy. A number of players sort of, I think, got lost with the breeze. And Garner was in the middle of that pack, and in the end it fell into the arms of Aaron Walters, and he will shoot for goal from 25 out, pretty much directly in front.
Yes, interesting, the Colacians with their opposite foot kicking.
Yeah.
Darcy Lang started the trend down here.
That was pulp before, wasn't it? That was bad, that left foot kick. He want to do that again. Well, his right foot kick's not much better.
Oh, no.
Lunged that.
Aaron Walters has missed.
20 metres out.
He has. So 3 behinds Colac. They trail Leopold 139. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard, and we've played 16 minutes. Bowen Foods time clock.
It's a day where, the game's got so much on the line that you can't miss those opportunities from 20 metres out.
Sheehan runs his full measure from his defensive goal square, brings it towards Giddings on the broadcast side of the ground, or the video side of the ground. Handball out of the pack by Feely. Head over it, Burgess. Burgess's handball away. Lang was stole it and then turned and kicked, but kicked it straight into the waiting arms of Sheehan. Sheehan has it in the right back pocket, sends it towards the interchange gates, and Burgess has taken the mark. Been good this season, Mitch Burgess. Obviously had that little injury he suffered against Bell Park, missed a couple of games, but well and truly on top of his game at the moment. That kick though holds in the breeze for half forward, coming up but not marking Giddings. He's flown it a bit but just hasn't been able to hang on. He did pick up the loose foot, he got dumped. Umpire says give it to me, I'll ball it up. Just forward of the wing. Club room side, umpire will throw it into the air with Leopold leaning 9-3.
So ball up. Jai Bell took it out. In fact, it was Garner, took it out of the ruck and then gave it to Chase Murray, who was wrapped up straight away in the tackle. So the umpire with a bit more work to do. Still on centre wing on the on the grandstand side. Fresh air shot from Garner from the ruck contest with his right boot. Falls to the side of the pack. Aaron Walters tried to get it back to Garner. He got a clearing kick towards half forward with the ball. Now it's Dustin Walters. He picks it up. Handball back in board. Missed Tobin Murray. Pepper steals it from him and then just kicks it up in the air. Porter was there to help out. Kick around the corner came from Pitcher. He goes back towards half-back for Leopold. Ball at the back of the pack. Might sit okay. Ash takes it away on centre wing. Short little kick's okay and finds Billy Ritchie. He comes back in, board, holds up in the breeze. It's okay. K-Rock zone gets the handball away. They're going now. Wagner goes towards half-forward. It's nearly coming across towards the K-Rock box. It's a 2-on-2. Who's going to pick it up first? The man with 2 first names, Justin. He got the handball away. Only as far, though, as Giblet, who comes back for Colac. Now coming in, Edmonds. He dropped the footy in the tackle. The umpire said play on. Might have a bit of time. The clear and kick, Cooper Hayes goes towards half-forward, and Sheehan comes away. Big punch away from the Undertaker against Walters, and we're going to have a boundary throw-in just next to the K-Rock broadcast box. Leopold 1-3-9, Colac 3 behinds.
Why didn't Nash run with the footy instead of coming back in board?
Certainly had space ahead of him.
Tuck it under the arm and go.
See, there's a little bit of, like Jane said, wet on this outer ring of the ground, so they've got to play almost wet weather football on the outside and dry weather football on the inside.
Maybe that's why they're bringing it in board, because that's where the better running is in horse racing parlance. Boundary throw-in, tapped down by Garner doing the ruck work. Front of the pack, Lang ran himself into trouble. In fact, it was at the bottom of that pack. It might have been Benny McCarthy, to be honest. And now a tackle later, Marcus Thompson. He's going nowhere. Umpire says give it to me, as Thompson had actually escaped the scene for Leopold. And Rankin says I'll put it into the air for Garner to go at it again against Cross. It's allowed to land at their feet, so Garner just scoops it over his head into the path of Jamison. Leopold got numbers back there, including Justin, who tried to dive on the footy. Seeing it out is Hawker and also Jet Matthews, and we'll get a boundary throw in at right half forward. So it was frenetic for a while there, but it's just settled into a rhythm, this game. 19 minutes gone on the Barn Foods first quarter time clock. 1-3-9 playing 3 behinds. I think we're going to get a high scoring affair as it's hurled back into play. Cross winning the tap down. Chase Murray couldn't take it away for Colac. Here's a chance for Benny McCarthy, but he's taken in a really good tackle, and the umpire says that's holding the ball. And a free kick at left half back for Leopold, whose physical intent has been good, Kirsch.
Absolutely.
For the Sporting Globe.
Yep, and they've probably identified that Colac is #1 in the competition for their pressure rates, and they want to bring the heat today and turn it up on Colac.
The man with 2 first names, Luke Justin. He's got it at half back, goes towards centre wing, looking for Pitt. Push past the footy. That was a push. The umpire saw that. Moth was right on the spot and pushed under the ball by Tom Rennett. So Pitt will take the free kick.
Won't get past that with the Moth. No way, will you?
Goes long, looking for Ritchie. Goes up, off hands, punched away by Cody Spokes at left half forward for Leopold. We're going to have a boundary throw-in. And it's going to be Adam Garner up against Jai Cross. The ruck contest. Garner got a left hand to it. Hawker, bit of time to turn around, kick with the right boot towards half forward. McCarthy goes up, can't take the mark. Trent Thompson just played it with one hand, couldn't take it with him. Pack develops it right half forward for Colac. We're going to have a ball up. We've played 20.5 minutes in this first term. Barwon Foods time clock. And as always, Barwon Foods sell the freshest fish direct to you, Dogger Road, North Geelong.
Freshly shucked oysters are nice. Now, Zybell has actually toe poked that to himself and then tried to fist it forward. Knocked towards Wagner, who releases a handball back to Porter. Porter from Maryvale in the Warrnambool League kicks towards the wing. Giddings had to play spoiler on Jared Walters, but Simpkin cleaned up. That's Lockie with a left foot kick. Played in that premiership team 10 years ago. 1 or 2 out there along with Monaghan to survive from that team. Jai Cross tried to get it to Marcus Thompson, who on hands and knees has got a release. Well, he actually got to his feet, turned and kicked to Ritchie. That was incredible. And then on the outside of the right boot found Giddings, who on the juggle couldn't complete the mark. Can share it by hand with Wagner. A fumble, and now he'll throw it on the outside of the right boot towards the lead of Annandale, who on the juggle is marked. They just seem to be able to find a way to send the footy forward, Leopold. Annandale will send it to the goal square. Where's Pitt? Where's Giddings? In the pack, Pitt can't take the mark. It's fisted away from him. Numbers at ground level. Williamson for Leopold in traffic. Brought to ground, got a handball away. Thrown on the boot by Rennett. Just barreled it out of there, but it's going to come back because back with the flight, although Feely dropped the mark. Trent Thompson cleaned up, turned and kicked. Ball on the bounce with a bit untidy there for Bumstead, who's brought down in a tackle, and we'll get a ball up at right half forward. About 65 from the Leopold goal. It's hard to pick up the 50-metre line with all these lines.
See it, yeah. Yep, you're right.
So ball up, getting it down was Bumstead for Leopold. Ball sling tackle, umpire, free kick, Leopold coming back. And I reckon he packed his own ball in the car this morning, the piano tuner. He has had 20 possessions already. He's got the free kick and he goes short to Brock Williamson.
He walked into the umpire's room before the game, gave him a brand new share and said, here, this is mine.
Correct.
I'm going to see a little bit of it today.
Williamson kicks it to the top of the square. It's a great kick. It was a great kick. It was just on the right side for the Leopold forwards to be able to run. The breeze held it up. And the mark has been taken by Jake Pitt. And he will shoot for goal from 30 out directly in front. But as we've seen already, not a given just yet, Matthew.
Absolutely, it's not. And, you know, they averaged 20, I think they're number 1 in the competition or number 2 in the competition for marks inside forward 50, Leopold. They've got, we've mentioned before, a variety of options. So they've already had the 3 marks inside forward 50, but they just need to convert with their goal kicking, really.
Pitt, 30 out directly in front. He has converted. There you go, Matt. That's what you wanted.
All we want.
That's all we want. And he has put it through for the second for Leopold. They go to 2-3-15. They lead Colac 3 behind. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. Expert share. Thanks to the Sporting Globe Eat. Drink.
I'm going to see a little bit of
Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Well, they're actually number 1 in the competition for marks inside forward 50, averaging 21 a game, Jason. Colac number 3 in the competition, averaging 19 a game. So conditions might sort of deter those figures a little bit today. But in saying that, Leopold, they've had what have they had? They've had 8 inside forward 50 entries for 3 marks inside forward 50. So they've got the options, they've got the score on the board now, and what are they, 2 goals ahead. So Colac have missed a couple of easy ones.
Zybell grabbed it out of the ruck and was dragged down in the tackle by Feely, who was onto it. He was trying to make something happen, Zach Zybell. His team struggling with the breeze and the lead. Billy Ritchie has been really busy. Comes up and marks for Leopold. Turns and kicks quickly, and Morfitt has taken the mark. Is it Morfitt or Porter?
Morfitt.
Yeah, I was right the first time. Oscar Morfitt on the lead. That was just all too easy in the end. Feely short to Ritchie. Ritchie short to Morfitt, and Oscar Morfitt, who earned himself a recall, one of 4 changes. Justin Morfitt, Ash and Cross for the injured Tate and Scott. Clark and Edwards both omitted out of this Leopold side from the team that lost to St Mary's last week.
That's a good kick from here.
Got very close to the man on the mark, trying to open up the angle. A high ball. They'll compete 15 from goal. Bumstead trying to claim the mark. Couldn't hang on to it, though. Porter in traffic. Handball release back towards the goal kicker, Pitt. Ball on the bounce. Didn't get to him through traffic. Zybella handball. Trying to get it on the bounce to Gorwell. Good tackle, Porter. Gorwell got a handball away. Hayes head over it. Worried out of it by Edmonds. Monahan clung on to. And the umpire says, give it to me. Pitt doing some good defensive forward work for Leopold. Stoppage, left half forward, Leopold. Right on the 50. And they lead by 12, kicking into what we think is a pretty handy bruise, and they'll have access to that in the second quarter.
Bumstead gets it down in the ruck contest. Handball comes back towards the boundary line. Feely couldn't take it though. Monahan put his head down, put his head over and got one eye. And we'll take one. A free kick at right half back for Colac. Just wants to settle the play down a little bit. He goes short. Murray takes the mark. That's the chase version. He's got it. Goes across to Renitz, who takes the mark. Last man standing behind, goes short. Cooper Hayes takes it on defensive 50. Goes to the grandstand side. That's better. They manoeuvred the footy out wide. And mark's been taken out there by Jack Malikan. Goes towards Dustin Walters, but a massive thump away from Mitchy Burgess. Has put it into the crowd.
Golden fist sort of areas.
It was real golden fist, and it's out of bounds. Boundary throw in on centre wing.
Might cut that little bit of vision out and whack that off to Moons and the crew at the bounce on Fox Footy.
I'd love that.
59-34, Collingwood leads Richmond around the grounds for Leopold Sporties, and we'll get a score update from Geelong West and Bellpost Hill. That game bounced at 1 o'clock in the battle of 10 v 12 in the GD FNL. Round 15 coming to conclusion there. Ball back into play, lands at the feet of the 2 rucks, and it's taken then in the hands by Pitcher, who's taken in a tackle by Zybell. We'll get a ball up. What's happening at West Oval?
Bellpost Hill 31, Geelong West 17.
Looking for back-to-back wins. The Panthers, after getting up in Adrian Fantella's 300th against Colac last week. From the ruck contest, Porter went to dive on the footy for Leopold. Handball out of the pack came from Joffy Simpkin, who just gets up, having a look at his right hand. Just keep an eye on that for us, Birchie, for St John of God. Just shaking it out. Little stinger maybe on the finger. And they're going to hurt a little bit more on a day where the feels like sits at about 2 degrees at the moment.
So from the ball up contest at left half forward for Colac, pack develops. The umpire will come in, do a bit more work. Umpire Richies. Zach Zybell and Logan Wagner not happy with each other, pointing at each other for some reason. Now the ball Bumstead. Monahan for Colac, push past the footy. Pitcher tried to get a short little kick. Aaron Hawker the other way. Oh, doesn't sit for anybody really. Pepper comes out in front of Dustin Walters. He leaves it behind. Now the ball still into the pocket. Comes back. Dusty Walters. Handball was good to Aaron. He gets it up on the turnaround corner, and they have kicked the goal. They worked it. It wasn't great looking play, but it got the desired result. Lee Gorwell finished it. And the Walters boys, hands Walters up and over the top, and they finally get their first of the afternoon. Colac through a league ball. He kicks his first one. Gets it up on the turnaround corner, and they trail Leopold 2-3-15. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
It's a little bit of surge footy, wasn't it? Just get it forward and see if they can hit the scoreboard, and they did. Just a couple of hands inside forward 50, and they got the little Gorwell to hit the scoreboard. They've really battled, haven't they, to hit the scoreboard? So maybe this might give them a little bit of confidence going forward inside there, forward 50.
Just game number 5 for Lee Gorwell, who's an undoubted talent for Colac due to injury this year. Back in the middle as Bell climbs high, won the tap down, and he hit his man at pace in McCarthy, who drives it inside 50. Garner went through his hands, couldn't complete the mark. Pitch of the loose footy, dragged off the kick, fell for Garner. Quick high snap towards the goal square. It goes back with the flight. Surely it's a free kick for front on contact. It will be. It'll go against Darcy Lang to Harris Jennings. And that is quarter time, a short quarter with only the 3 goals kicked, 28.5 minutes played. 2-3-15 Leopold, Colac 1-3-9, a real arm wrestle here on a Sunday afternoon at Central Reserve. Colac, we think, kicking with the aid of a decent breeze, as reported for South Point Garden Supplies by Jane Birch. Birchie's going to head to the huddles, report back to us very shortly, and we're going to take a break from here at
Read the Play is a Geelong-based charity that delivers mental health and wellbeing programs to sporting clubs in the Barwon region. We've been in operation for over 17 years, and in that time delivered the program to more than 30,000 participants. Young people are less likely than any other age group to seek professional support for their mental health and wellbeing. And that's why Read the Play is an important catalyst to start those conversations within sporting clubs to get people talking about their mental health and wellbeing.
A typical Read the Play session happens in a sporting club. We come to them in the sporting clubs and we are able to provide them with education opportunities. We talk to them about what mental health is, and then we encourage them to think about how they can support themselves, support others.
For us going forward, it's about working with more sports in the Barwon region. We think we can do that by adding to our program suite and then going out to all sports in the region saying we want to deliver our mental health program for you for free. We're excited for the future of Read the Play because we know now more than ever how important our work is.
Oval between Belpost and Geelong West.
It's Belpost till 4:10:34. They lead Geelong West 2-5-17. 24 minutes played in the third quarter at Geelong West, so it's a very high-scoring game. Matthew, you want to turn yourself on? Yeah, well done.
Yeah, where's
Are
that
you
again?
awake?
What's that?
It's at West Oval.
What is
it's the GD FNL this afternoon. You know that other league that you have no idea about? How did you see the first term, Matthew, here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium?
Well, it didn't shoot any
no
stars.
great heights.
It was certainly an arm wrestle at best, and yes, there was certainly not many highlights in that game, but in that quarter, sorry. But look, you know, they had ample opportunities going inside forward 50, and no one really capitalised greatly, particularly Colac when they went inside forward 50. So they had the 9 inside forward 50s, Colac, and they hit the scoreboard only on the 4 occasions for 1 goal 3. So missed a couple of easy ones. The game could be a little bit closer than it's only a goal, but you know, Colac don't seem like they're in the game when the ball goes inside forward 50. Whereas Leopold, on the other hand, they certainly do look like they've got a bit of variety up in their forward line. They've got 11 inside forward 50s for their 5 scoring shots. So. Not really any great heights, Jace, like you mentioned. So it's a bit of a battle around the ground at the moment. There's a lot of stoppages, as we can imagine, with the breeze, and the game hasn't really opened up at all. There's no free-flowing sort of football at the moment. So I'd expect a bit of improvement in the standard of the game this quarter, to be honest.
Are we going to get free-flowing with this breeze,
I don't think so. It's a bit straight up and down, and you see with some of the kicks going to the left of screen or to the right of the screen for viewers watching, is holding up a fair bit as well. So it'll be interesting to see how Leopold combat the breeze with it this quarter, whether they're a bit more direct, just getting inside their forward 50 for their weaponry that they have inside forward 50.
What's the feels like now, Jason, at South Point Garden Supplies? Because that breeze has got up a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like 2.4, I think it is at the moment. Yeah, it feels like 2.4. So it's nice down here. It's really nice. We'll have to get Birchie an Uber to get back, I reckon. She has her own private sponsorship. That's a long way across there. Is she going via the Cape, do you think? Do you think she's going around the ground? She'll probably have to now.
Yeah, she's stuck.
Oh, there's another piece of paper that you've lost. Perfect. The Colac faithful. Well done.
Thank you very much. We just, the breeze is whipping through this van.
Yeah, whipping. Yeah, whipping.
Would be the best way to describe it. And it is, yeah. We've lost Birchie.
No, she's over in the... Just walk into that room there, Birchie. There'll be a fire in there, and there'll be...
Bring a pit back.
Don't come back here. Go in there. Off you go.
Second quarter about to get underway, and just getting word that it's a bit heavy out there for South Point Garden Supplies.
The heavy 7, I think.
From Leopold's head trainer. Second quarter for Morris Business Class Finance. It's asset finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris. Here's Jason.
Zybel gets it down beautifully in the middle. Ben McCarthy runs on it. Colac into attack straight away, and they get it to left half forward. It's a good kick and good mark, and Tobin Murray has taken it. Still 50 from goal, so as Kirsch said, with this breeze, it's tough from there. And he kicks this, and I'm walking down Murray Street with no clothes on, I think, because that's going to be a tough kick from there. I'll tell you right now.
Very talented footballer, Tobin Murray.
Don't want that to happen either, can I tell you? Comes in now, right foot.
Oh, Jace! What are you going to do, Jace?
Oh, he hasn't kicked it.
Yes, he has, Jason Doherty!
Monahan's Lotto, right in the middle of Murray Street. I love that.
Absolutely.
Tobin Murray has kicked the goal. Great start for Colac. 40 seconds gone in the second term. And it is a 2-3-15 apiece here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
It'll be a public holiday, Jace, down here in Colac now when they come and watch you. And that's why, straight out of the middle, inside their forward 50, and a mark inside forward 50.
That's a good kick.
That's it. That's a great kick by Tobin Murray. VFL listed at the Cats, of course, and brother of Chase, son of Horn. Very, very talented.
Yeah, Horn, real name Nathan.
Yes.
I was going to say, is that his name?
Quick kick to half forward. Here's Tobin Murray again. Handball release. Monahan puts it over the top. Loopy handball. Gorwell's got one. Has Gorwell got two? Yes! As Inspirations paint. Goal of the afternoon contender from Lee Gorwell. Kicks his second, and he gives his team a 6-point lead. Their first lead of the afternoon. Inspirations paint. Handball release on 138 Torquay Road, Grovedale. What's your next project? And a very good afternoon to Mark Neal, who's listening this afternoon.
Please do not do that, Jace. Murray Street's in trouble, I tell you. Guilty if I do that, I tell you.
Well, Leopold 7-6, they won the first quarter clearances, and might have been a little bit of a topic of conversation at the breaks from Rowan McSparran, because they've come out first 2 centre clearances and they've got 2 goals out of it.
Goes back to the middle now. Hawker picks it up for Colac. Left foot kick out towards the vacant centre wing position. McCarthy to run on it and gets away from Burgess as well. Right foot kick wasn't crash hot into the arms of Garner. Now handball. Aaron Walters got it on the outside to Tobin Murray again. Bit of this, bit of that. Needs some support. Got slung. The ball dropped free. That's holding the ball. And a little bit too much advantage paid. So Trent Thompson has kicked the ball and the umpire paid advantage close to the boundary line. And it's a mark taken. And it's going to be Sam Giblet. He doesn't even know he's taken the mark. Brock Williamson protesting. Giblet just wants to play on. Left half forward goes long. Inside 50 with the kick. Needs somebody to mark it. Front and centre. Simpkin good in this position normally. Left foot kick was partly smothered. Comes around the corner. Garner has missed it to the near side and through for one behind his second of the afternoon. And they go to 3-4-22. They lead Leopold 2-3-15. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Hectic start from the Tigers.
Absolutely. There's a couple of goal breeze going down the ground, and we've had, 4 goals to the left out of the 5.
Short kick in Sheehan into the left back pocket to Justin, who was busy in the opening term. Drives it towards the outer half back flank. It's a big ground here at Central Reserve. A rolling ball taken cleanly by Renitz, although he lost it in the tackle. That's holding the ball. He was too slow. Good pressure applied by Tate Porter, who's had a good first season with Leopold. Kick's not a great kick, although it was well brought to ground by Giddings at the front of the pack. Opened the door potentially for Richie. In fact, it was Pitt slung in the tackle. Rolling ball, spoke through. Traffic did okay. Handball release. Ben McCarthy, watch out. Dumped by the other 33 Edmonds. Ball spills. Head over it and brought to ground was Hawker. He did okay, Hawker, because it was a 2-on-1 there. And if they were able to get it up to Wagner, if it had been knocked up there by Pitt, Wagner was away and Hawker was just able to get a stoppage almost in the centre of Central Reserve.
Zybel, Bumstead got it down as a hold. Free kick advantage paid. Thompson, hang on.
Oh, geez, Chase Murray made Marcus Thompson earn that, even though there was nothing to earn because he had to give it back to Cole Bumstead.
Bumstead takes the free kick, and then kicks it up the chimney. High kick inside 50. Big pack develops off the back of the pack. Jared Walters wrapped up, ball security, and he gets tackled, and the umpire will come in and do a bit more work. About 25 out from the Leopold goal. First inside 50 for this second term for the Lions by Zybel. Trying to shield the ball away from Giddings. He picked it up though and kicked the goal. Turned around, he's missed it. Just to the near side, through for one behind out of the ruck contest there from Connor Giddings. So they're going to 1-4-10 now, Leopold. Trail Colac 3-4-22. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Renitz with a neat little kick into the right back pocket to Lockie Simpkin, playing game 197 by my count at senior level this afternoon. So closing in on game 200. That'll come in round 17 against Geelong West, barring any injury. He goes short. And a chance here for Giblet to send it to the wing, and coming up and stretching and marking is Chase Murray. Chase Murray goes short. They've been very careful with the foot. He wanted Ben McCarthy, had it knocked from his grasp. It was well done by, might have been Justin knocking it away. Burgess, a handball back towards Justin, missed him for Leopold, and the boundary line is too close and out of bounds. Ben McCarthy can only escort it out, and we'll get a boundary throw in. True centre wing, grandstand side of Central Reserve, and have it hurled back into play in this second term for Morris Business Class Finance. Colac by 6 points as we've played nearly 6 minutes on the Barn Food second quarter time clock.
Boundary thrown at the back of the pack. Leopold got the numbers. Handball over the top. Missed the Edmonds as a target. Jared Walters' short little kick was 2.5 metres. Got it to Ben McCarthy. Spears the ball low. Mitch Burgess takes the mark. Right on centre wing. So just settling the play down now. He wants to chip the ball over the top. It's okay. Finds Edmonds. He takes the mark. Toby Murray stands that mark, gives it away back to Burgess, who runs the lines, goes with the right foot kick inside, bang! Pitt takes the mark, bullet. And Jake Pitt will shoot the goal from 50 out directly in front, and will have no problem with the distance. It'll be a question of his accuracy at the moment. He has kicked one goal this afternoon. Chance for his second. Are we backing him in here, Kirsch?
Yeah, absolutely. He's They've had the 4 marks inside forward 50 and he had 2 of them. So he's been a bit of a focal point, that conduit between goal and the midfielders.
Pitt comes in, right foot kick, goal umpire doesn't move, straight through the middle. Fantastic kick from Jake Pitt, he's second, and ties the ball game. Leopold 3-4-22, Colac 3-4-22. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. Asset finance by Geelong people, for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris.
Well, that's what they've got, that flexibility. Now, we spoke about their forward 50 and their potency up there with particularly Jake Pitt when he's on fire. We've seen him win the Leopold Sporties Player of the Day award in the past, and he's a talent, that's for sure. And they've got kind of Giddings. If he doesn't fire, then Jake Pitt can stand up, and now Max Annandale, who flies at everything. So they've got a bit of weaponry up in that forward 50.
Won it in round 1, then didn't play again for about 8 weeks.
That calf, yes.
Back in the middle, chance here for the Tigers to clear, and the kick was good. It landed with Gorwell. Gorwell sends it inside 50, and Tobin Murray, too good. Took the mark, Burgess sagged off him, and he just checked the kick nicely there to Gorwell and found Tobin Murray, who already has 1 in this second term. 6 games, 6 goals for the Cats at VFL level this year. Most of those as a 23rd player, and he's been rolled back here.
You know what, if he kicks this, I'm going to walk down.
He's having a
He'll
purple
start at
patch.
left-hand goal post, you would suspect. Oh, that is money for jam for Tobin Murray. He's got 2. 14 for the season. He's averaging 2.5 goals a game coming in, and he's on track for that this afternoon. 2 already, and we are only 8 minutes or thereabouts into this second term of action. Colac 4-4-28. Get back to a 6-point lead. Leopold 3-4-22. Second quarter, Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Asset finance by Geelong people, for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris.
They've tidied up a few areas, Colac, particularly around the work of the stoppages. They're well on top of clearances, 5-zip this quarter, but more importantly, their skill by foot. We said it was a bit scrappy that first quarter, and they've really cleaned that up, their efficiency.
Jane Birch is back. We'll get to her in a moment.
Got it down in the middle side belt, got it towards Hawker, he couldn't take it.
Birchie, down to you very quickly for A&B Australia Quality Shelving.
No injuries to speak of for either team, which is pleasing.
So thanks, Birchie. St John got injury update as well. Billy Ritchie at centre half forward for Leopold. Thompson for Leopold put a tackle on. Get it free, Colac. Only as far those Edmonds at half forward tried to draw a player, but he was too slow. Gorwell just pushed him past the footy. Cooper Hayes, short little kick to Hawker. He shuffles it to Monahan under pressure. Back to Darcy. Lang kept his width. Left foot kick goes towards Murray again over the head of Ian Burgess. The 2 number 4s coming across. Well, that is just insufficient. And into
Had to call it.
Had to call it. He waited for a while too, the umpire. But Tobin Murray takes the free kick. Called to play on. He walked half a step, I think. Ball comes in. Jennings over the back for Leopold at half back. Gets the ball back at half back and goes with the right foot kick into the centre wing position. But Jared Walters read it the better. Took the mark for Colac.
Walters, of course, spent some time at St Mary's. Laterally kicks to Renitz, who's got it almost at the point of the square at left half back. The left foot up. Sends it towards half forward. Lang is his target. Like Burgess for company, but Lang just used the body beautifully. Positioned himself and took the mark on the chest. He's a quality player, isn't he, Darcy Lang? Now he kicks to the pocket. The mark dropped by Dustin Walters. Knocked off the footy, Brock Williamson for Leopold. Pitt tried to knock it forward, but only as far as Monahan. Monahan turned it over. Wagner was spending it before he received it. And then he just had to fire an indiscriminate handball forward. Bumstead put his head over the footy, but knocked it only into the path of Chase Murray. Zybell under pressure from Wagner. Good tackle by Wagner, bringing Monahan to ground. Ball up. What are the messages from either of the coaches? What did you hear for A&B Australia Quality Shelving? Birchie, at that quarter time huddle?
Made it out to the Leopold huddle. Woodall was really happy with them outnumbering at the contest. He thought that they used the ball really well when they did outnumber as well. He's encouraging the surge footy, knock-ons, getting territory and those support handballs, and really good representation up forward. Interestingly, I think after their the loss against St Mary's, where they really dropped their intensity, they've broken their season down into 20 quarters remaining, and they've ticked the first one off.
All right, thanks, Birchie. Downstairs, listening to Gary Hocking from centre half forward for Colac. They bunch it back in. It was Chase Murray got the ball inside 50. Tackle's been put on by Garner, holding the ball. Umpire Douglas has said it's holding the ball and did it twice as well, just to make sure that Adam Garner knew, and also Daniel Pitcher.
Well, I think it was telling Pitcher that he tried to fend off, and as a result of that, that's holding the ball.
Well, it is. And Adam Garner has got the free kick. Will shoot from 30 out, nearly directly in front. And He shouldn't have any trouble really with this. Goal kicker extraordinaire, Adam Garner, and I've put the moz on him now. You watch, right foot kick, and they certainly have. There you go. Missed it to the far side, and 3 for 1 behind. So they go to 4-5-29 now. Colac, Leopold 3-4-22, and that is on the Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Searching for his 50th goal of the season. Adam Garner coming in on 49 and leading the GFNL goal kicking. Sheehan sends it very, very wide towards the grandstand side of the ground. He'll get out the back for Pitt, who'll kick on his non-preferred left and send a long ball. Morfitt with the one hand, won't reel it in front of Malikan. Wasn't the greatest effort there from Oscar Morfitt, it must be said. And it's off hands and out of bounds in front of the old grandstand. Here at Central Reserve, Australian Land Company Stadium, who support Colac with sponsorship of the ground. Birchie's decided it's time to open a tin up, and
She's had enough.
boundary throw in, tapped down by Bumstead, roving by Williamson. My youth can hear everything. Short kick. Hope my children are listening because I can hear everything in their house too. Hayes loops a handball over the top. Good tackle laid. Justin dumping Giblet into the turf and out of bounds for a boundary throw in. So slightly forward of the wing, favouring Leopold. They trail by 7. Colac leading this one, 4-5-29 to 3-4-22, and we've gone 13 minutes on the Bowen Foods second quarter time clock.
By Bell, pushed past it by Bumstead, falls to the back of the pack. Monaghan rides Thompson's bump and then gets the handball away. You're going to need to get Murray. You've got to push in the back. Wagner comes in, that's holding the ball. Then he doesn't pay pushing in the back, and it is free kick. Wagner gets up. And he's in trouble too. I think Birchie, keep an eye on that. Ball goes wide. Nick Ash takes the mark. Still 45 from goal. And in back play, I think Chase Murray taking a while to get up. So we'll keep an eye on that for St John of God. Injury update. We put you first. Nick Ash.
He's going to the bench.
Right half forward. He's not running diligently either as he runs off the ground. Ash comes in. Right forward pocket, just pops it up into the square and punched away defensively. It goes back towards Gorwell and the boundary line. In between the back pocket and half-back flank here. It's going to be a boundary throw-in, so Leopold into attack. They're 3-4-22. They trail Colac 4-5-29. And we have played 14 minutes in this second term. Bowen Foods time clock.
It's been pointed out the score on the streaming is incorrect. We don't control that, so we'll only give you what we can give you off the scoreboard here at the venue. Here's Williamson through traffic, left foot snap. Inspirations paint, goal of the day. Pounced on the loose footy. Oh, and he's up and about too. They're into Monaghan and they've come together, and here they go at it. Colac and Leopold, the big cats, they are into each other. They know what's on the line, third spot. And there's push and shove taking place inside the Leopold forward 50 right now. Billy Ritchie's into it as well. He and Jaron McCormack, they've never stepped back from anything. Those two. McCormack just being separated now, but there was a wonderful finish by Brock Williamson, who kicks his first of the afternoon and gets the Leopold Lions back within a point on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. It's 4-5-29 Colac leading Leopold 4-4-28. Bit of feistiness there.
Like to see it. I like to see a little bit of push and shove. Fly the flag.
Back in the middle, Zybell. Cross got it down, falls through the arms of McCarthy. Burgess can't pick it up. McCarthy can again for Colac. Holds up in the breeze. Goes across half forward. Pepper can't take it. Now off a step. The quick came from Max Buchanan. Goes towards half forward. Leopold fighting hard for at the back. K-Rock zone. Jet Matthews gets it away. Feely. Left foot kick to centre wing. Over the head of Hayes. Falls back towards Williamson. Walters was good. He got it back to Spokes. His handball towards Hayes. Set him a task. Spokes had to come and help him. He gets wrapped up at 50. Was it too high? Yes, said the umpire. Colac to take the free kick through Cody Spokes.
Looks like the score has been corrected on the stream. 4-5-29, 4-4-28 for those watching through AFL Bowen TV. Welcome to you. For those through Carrot Football Live, also welcome to you as well. Spokes sends it towards the grandstand side. Knocked down. It was smart play as it was palmed down by Hawker into the path of Monaghan, who went with the outside of the right boot. Aaron Walters slung in the tackle, tried to fling it forward to Jamison, who ran out of room. Boundary throw in at right half forward.
Lazy Sunday afternoon for the South Bowen, coached by the smell of it. Yes. Giving us feedback. Very nice, Bark.
Held back into play. Cross doing the ruck work. Zybell from behind winning the tap down. Marcus Thompson cleans up inside defensive 50. Just hacks it onto the boot in the middle of the ground. Ritchie with the one hand against Lockie Simpkin. Couldn't take it. Interesting tackle late by Lockie Simpkin. Umpire says give it to me. I'll ball it up right in the centre circle. here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium. So game has gone up in intensity slightly. Tap down Zybell. Darcy Lang's brought himself up around the footy. Couldn't take it away from the contest. This time, holding the ball. Who's dived on it and pulled it in? Well, bottom of the pack, the free kick paid to Wagner. Short kick. It might have been against Buchanan. And he goes short with a kick to Ritchie. Ritchie will send a kick. Looking inside forward, 50, front of the pack, cleaned up nicely by Spokes. He'll burst away for Colac and send it very wide. Wants Tobin Murray. It's a downfield free kick. Spokes was dealt with after he got rid of it. And Tobin Murray with the resultant free kick downfield.
On centre wing, goes towards half forward, holds up Simpkin, came backwards, but taking the mark. The back was the Undertaker. Will Sheehan takes it at half back. Short little kick to Burgess. And he has taken, Lockie Simpkins stands the mark. He can go short to K-Rock zone. There he is, K-Rock zone. Jet Matthews right in front of the K-Rock box. Plenty of me time for Jet. Gone back like he's going to kick a goal.
He's been told to hurry up.
Right foot kick now. Goes towards half forward. Zybell gets his way to the front. Punched off the back of the pack. Hayes, he can't pick it up. Keeps it in front of him. Williamson comes the other way. Buchanan also for Colac. And pack develops a right half forward. Bill spills free. Still there. Spokes. He rode the bump as well. The umpire will come in and ball it up at that right half forward point. The difference here, Colac 4-5, 29 Leopold 4-4, 28. We've played 18 and a half minutes, second quarter. And the time clock thanks to Bowen Food. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Dyer Road, North Geelong.
From the ball up, there's a free kick too high going which way? It's going to go to Leopold to Jai Cross, who quickly wants to get on with it. Sends it towards the direction of Giddings or Pitt. Neither could mark. Pitt, though, did recover well. Handball too slick for Feely. Left it behind. Numbers there for Colac. Ben McCarthy flicked it out towards Giblett, but through traffic. There's going to be a free kick paid which way? As Morfitt was ready to snap the footy, it's going to go to Giblett, who's got it, and he'll send it towards the grandstand side of the ground. Although it's not a great kick for Cooper Hayes. Pepper to keep him company. Open the door for Matthews to get a shove in the back. Umpire said play on, trying to barge his way through. Tobin Murray almost threw that out the back. Handball fired forward, might have been Malikan into the path of Williamson. Williamson at the interchange benches, ran out of room, although there's a bit going on off the footy. And there's a free kick coming back. There is a lot of feeling in this one. And it's going to be Annandale with the resultant free kick.
Goes with the kick inside 50. McCormack with the sit, punched away. And at the back also jumping high as always. Connor Giddings couldn't take the mark off hands. And in the left forward pocket for Leopold will have a boundary throw in.
What's the feels like, please, Jason? South Point Garden Supplies. I reckon it's got cooler.
You reckon it's got cooler? I reckon you are correct. It is now 2.1 degrees. The ball up. A boundary throw in, left forward pocket, free kick, I think, against Zach Zybell, who went indiscriminately with a left knee, I think, into the head of it's either Burgess or Feely with those boots on. And the umpire's just holding his call time off, still on the ground as well as he tries to get up.
Jai Cross is trying to get to Zybell to remonstrate.
Tom Feely.
Yeah, it is. I don't know whether there is there an issue. Is they going to have to do an HIA here on Tom Feely?
Well, he's very groggy as he gets back. He seems to be better now as he walks back with the footy. The trainer is out there with him. And he's got the free kick about 30 out, slide angle. Looks to have recovered okay.
We're a bit removed from it. Like, we've got the glasses on. I don't think there was anything untoward in it. I'm sure it'll get referred for the match review panel to have a look at.
So Feely to give Leopold the lead again. He comes in, and he has. He's put it through. So Tom Feely second of the afternoon. He has 2. Jake Pitt has 2. And Leopold have 5. They got 5-4-34. They lead Colac 4-5-29. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. Are you awake, Kirsch?
I'm here. I'm here still. Repeat entries. That's the key there for Leopold. Get their shots on goal. They had 4 forward entries in a row. So they sort of, they were peppering without hitting the scoreboard. Now they've got the noses in front. So repeat entries, a bit of method work and a little bit of contest around the stoppages has got them some more inside forward 50s. They've improved in that area this quarter.
We expected a tight one and we're getting it. Cross doing the ruck work. Zybell trying to barge his way through. Cross was able to wrap him up in a tackle, but the ball spilled out. Porter's going to get a free kick being held on to. I don't know what the free kick count is, Kirsch. I'm not sure whether you're keeping that for Kerrs High, but I reckon Leopold have had the rub of the green. Now it's going to be reversed because Cross and Zybella got into each other.
James Edmonds came in to help out.
That's a bit silly. Well, it's going to get turned over because the handball from Max Buchanan missed the target. There's a bit going on and a bit to unpack in this one as we get towards half-time. Ball bobbles towards the near side wing for those watching on the TV broadcast. Now there's a bit going on off the footy and another free kick, and this time going to Leopold, and Brock Williamson might have been taken high. Or is it going to Wagner? It's going to Wagner, who's got it. Grandstand wing. Goes short and shows a lot of it, although Burgess was able to take it away from Buchanan, and then he hacks a kick forward, miss-hit kick, rolling ball, will bobble into the left forward pocket. McCormack happy to see it out, and in about 20 around from the left-hand behind post, we'll have it hurled back into play. Well, just the intensity in this one, real pressure, a lot of skill errors, but absorbing contest, Kirsch.
Absolutely, and we probably come to the ground expecting that, considering all the data suggests their tackle counts, their pressure acts are all high in the top 3 of the competition. So we probably knew that was going to happen, and clearance work by both teams are both in the top 3. So
Zybell got it down from the ruck contest and got it towards now Tobin, and Tobin Murray gets the handball as he got slung away close to the boundary line. I think they might be happy to see it over. They are. Ben McCarthy sees it over in front of the Colac coaching box and will be a boundary throw-in. Centre wing, grandstand side here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium. Thrown in for Zybell and Cross. Falls to Zybell, got the handball out forward. Lang picks it up and then gets tackled straight away. The umpire says holding the ball.
Oh, wow.
And there you go. And Colac, faithful behind the coaches' boxes, cannot believe it. And Tate Porter's going to take the free kick for Leopold.
Porter driving a long ball to half forward, back with the flight. Zybell dribbled it to himself and then released a handball. It was a good 1-2 to Lockie Simpkin. Simpkin sends a kick towards half forward and he finds Joffe. Joffe Simpkin steps through Justin, kicks on his non-preferred left. Centre half forward hangs in the breeze. Spoil away to the front of the pack from Dusty Walters, handball Jamison. It's out the side door. Gorbel's already kicked 2. Just wants to straighten up. Does so smartly. The kick, though, not ideal. They Porter dropped what he should have taken. Pepper a handball. And well done by Jet Matthews, who just stepped past the incoming Walters, Dusty, to go short with a kick to Pitcher. And they're just happy to control the footy for the moment. So Pitcher with it and going short to Marcus Thompson, who'll bob up in your soup if you're not careful. He's that busy. That's out of bounds as he swings the right boot onto it. The umpire didn't see it that way. It was a beautiful kick. Richie went to go and Lockie Simpkin sort of just blindsided him to take the mark. So he chips one over the top. He goes to Ash. Ash chips one over the top. Did he get good enough connection for Williamson? Williamson had to go back to Ash. You'll get a free kick, Brock Williamson, not for the first time this afternoon. They were lucky to get away with that one there, Leopold, as Ash just couldn't execute the skill in trying to get it over the top. Ash is put on his backside by Hayes, and Williamson will take the free kick at right half forward.
So Williamson goes towards the pocket, lead on Annandale. Oh, it held up in the breeze well for him, but he just misjudged it in the end. And Colac were able to take the resultant mark. Jared Walters in the last line of defence has taken it. Comes towards the outer side, off hands, and out of bounds for a throw in and a break in play at right half forward for Leopold. They are 5-4-34, Colac 4-5-29. We've played 25 minutes in this second term. Kirsch will have a pillow at half-time. He'll be okay. And, well, gets things underway for the second half when he wakes up. Garner gets it down the front. Darcy Lang roved beautifully. Goes towards half forward with the kick. Joffe comes 3 down. Can't take it. Pitcher clearing kick for Leopold into the middle. Oh, that's too high. Lockie Simpkin, he got one. Couldn't get it from the umpy, though. Cross gives it to Edmonds. His handball was way too slick. Goes across centre half back for Colac. Gorbel had to be good. Lang found some space. Gets a right-hand handball to Garner. Off the step. Terrible, but was okay. Had a bit of space. Can they pick it up, though? Come the other way was Harris Jennings for Leopold. His handball to Thompson. Off a step. Short little kick to Edmonds. Off a hand but for Buchanan. His kick was smothered. Lang. This will be good. Left foot kick goes to centre half forward. Mark taken. And it is Joffe with the mark at centre half forward for Colac.
Simpkin turns and kicks quickly. Zybell in the goal square. There's 2 of them there. Went over both their heads. There's going to be a free kick going to Leopold. Jet Matthews was taken out of the contest by Tobin Murray. Bit of push and shove. Trent Thompson wants to get involved. There's some likely types in this contest this afternoon. Burgess marks the kick of Matthews, and then he goes short into the left back pocket and finds, talking about likely types, Andrew Pepper. Pepper drives a wonderful kick to the leading Morford, who presents up nicely, making the most of his opportunity this afternoon after being recalled. Oscar Morford, he sends a kick towards half forward. Not a great kick. It's off the hands of the pack. No mark taken. Chance here for Hawker, who's dragged down in the tackle and brought to ground. And I reckon 10 goals might win this, Kirsch.
I think so. We're halfway through the game and we're only sitting at 5-4. So, yeah, you're right. 10 will get the job done.
27 minutes played on the Barn Foods time clock.
So Cross gets it down to the middle. Williamson gets it away to the piano tuner. Wagner goes towards left half forward. Richie, he can't pick it up. Spokes is there for Colac. Handball came back. Lockie Simpkin, kick around the corner was okay. Monaghan takes it for Colac. At half back goes to the middle of the ground. Has to be a good kick. Wasn't. Pitcher turned it over. Took the mark for Leopold right in the middle of Australian Land Company Stadium. Wants to drive it long, back inside 50. Big pack there in the middle. No mark taken. Malikan just gets a clearing kick. Hits the umpire. He got a possession. Falls to Edmonds. Little left foot kick to the top of the square. Over the head of Hayes. Buchanan comes to help. It's a 2-on-1. Buchanan got one high. Should get a free kick. And will. Pretty slippery down there as well. Right in that spot for Max Buchanan in the back pocket. He'll take the free kick for Colac.
Free kick against Nick Ash. Left back pocket. Buchanan with it. Keeps it to the outer side. Rennett's the target. Over the top. Jennings. Hamlin hanger contender. Not surprising from one of the best aerialists in the competition as Harris Jennings goes over the top and takes a really nice mark. As Jennings sends it back inside forward 50, not a great kick. Big double fist spoil. That's a cracker to knock out of bounds there by Malikan, the skipper of Colac. That came from 30 metres away to go out of bounds on the full. That's pretty impressive from Jack Malikan. And we'll get a boundary throw in the left forward pocket, right forward pocket, I should say, for Leopold, who are looking to extend their very narrow lead.
Bumstead got it down to the front of the pack. Richie was in there for Leopold, fighting hard for it. Couldn't get it though. Now back to Wagner. Got it back to Williamson. Handball in the phone box. Gives it away to Ash. Just gets a tumbling punt to the top of the square. It's pretty good for distance. Edmonds, front and centre was good. Right foot kick, missed it to the far side and through for one behind. So Leopold go to 5-5-35. They lead Colac 4-5-29. And that's on the Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Rennett's will wait for the ball to come back over the fence, and does, and now has to go and retrieve it. So just get a slight delay in play as we approach 29 and a quarter minutes played on the Barn Foods time clock. Second quarter action thanks to Morris Business Class Finance. Rennett's out of his defensive goal square. Long high ball. It'll flirt with the boundary line. Buchanan over the top. Tried to take a mark on the collapsing pack. And it's off hands and out of bounds as Garner and Bumstead went to ground. They're trying to get Garner into the game by playing him up the ground, and they've sent Zybel back to the goal square for the moment, Colac. And Garner will do the ruck work here against Bumstead, who socks down this afternoon. It's held back into play. Bumstead, tap, roving Monaghan. A kick that goes up the shot tower. It's a high ball. Sit under that and play fair. It's off hands of the pack. Doesn't matter as Aaron Walters couldn't complete the mark. And we go to half-time with the game well and truly in the balance. A 6-point margin as Leopold 5-5-35 lead Colac 4-5-29. It's half-time thanks to Blackman's Brewery. Blackman's Brewery, of course, the ultimate half-time beer made right here in Geelong. Back shortly, thanks to our good friends at APCO and the APCO Foundation Giving Day. Give generously on July 30. Live, breathe, K-Rock footy.
Read the Play is a Geelong-based charity that delivers mental health and wellbeing programs to sporting clubs in the Barwon region. We've been in operation for over 17 years and in that time delivered the program to more than 30,000 participants. Young people are less likely than any other age group to seek professional support for their mental health and wellbeing. And that's why Read the Play is an important catalyst to start those conversations within sporting clubs to get people talking about their mental health and wellbeing.
A typical Read the Play session happens in a sporting club. We come to them in the sporting clubs and we are able to provide them with education opportunities. We talk to them about what mental health is, and then we encourage them to think about how they can support themselves, support others.
For us going forward, it's about working with more sports in the Barwon region. We think we can do that by adding to our program suite and then going out to all sports in the region saying we want to deliver our mental health program for you for free. We're excited for the future of Read the Play because we know now more than ever how important our work is.
10 scoring shots. Obviously, they've missed a couple, as we'd mentioned. Clearance work is where Colac got themselves back into the game, particularly those centre bounce clearances after goals. They got a couple of scores from stoppages, which was pretty important that quarter. They're leading 15-11 in clearance work, and the marks inside forward 50, as we mentioned, both teams possess the number 1 and number 3 ranked players for marks inside forward 50s, and that's been of low numbers today given the conditions of the breeze. We haven't had any rain yet, which
good on you.
Yeah, which has held off so far. It's looking a bit ominous to our left, but
It's raining now.
Yeah.
there you go. Only the 5 marks inside forward 50 for each side, so not overly possessing the big power markers today.
I wasn't here, but did Jace have a look at the head-to-head for White Cross Healthcare?
We didn't, but it's a bit of a non-fizzer at the moment. Both Garner and Giddings haven't taken a mark, and neither have hit the scoreboard, so conditions probably playing a little part in that.
Third quarter underway for Barwon Timber. Here's Jace.
Bell got it down and followed up his own ruck work as well. Got it towards centre forward. Lang comes through the middle. Handball back. Miss Ryan Monaghan as a target. Free kick though, I think, for holding on way too long there. Darcy Lang against Mitch Burgess. And it's going to come back to the former co-coach, and he goes inside 50 with the kick. Marcus Thompson, ball spills out of his hands. Free kick over the shoulder against Joffy Simpkin. Going to come back to Pup. And Marcus Thompson inside defensive 50 for Leopold. He's going to come towards the K-Rock box on centre wing. Pitt, oh, good mark. Well, nearly a mark. It was Gorwell. But Leopold with the numbers across centre wing. They might be okay. Richie takes the mark, plays on quickly, gives it away by hand. Justin goes inside 50 with the kick. Annandale goes up, can't take the mark off hands. The back of the pack, McCormack to stand over it. Malikan's there as well, wants the safety of the boundary line and finds it in the left forward pocket for Leopold. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Third quarter action thanks to Barwon Timber, your specialists in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. Leopold with a 6-point lead, kicking into the breeze in this third quarter that just seems to have picked up a little bit. Bumstead and Zybell. Here's Richie off the hands of the pack. Quick snap, hit the post. Just above the padding. That would have been the perfect start for the Polders, but he couldn't make it pay. And a minor score, and they lead by 7. 5-6-36 plays 4-5-29 minute played on the Barwon Foods time clock in this third quarter from Central Reserve.
So Renitz will kick to the grandstand side with the kick, gets a good distance but turns it over to his opposite number. Connor Giddings takes the mark on centre wing. It was a good kick with the breeze, but Leopold going to be able to draw it back into their forward 50. Goes now with a long kick over the back pit. Oh, couldn't quite take it at the front. Spokes got his hands free. Got the handball towards Ben McCarthy. He can't take it though. Williamson, great pick up. Gets around a couple. Little right foot kick in the pocket. Holds up in the breeze, getting back there. And they're going to be able to take the mark. And I think that might be Giblet with it, who goes inside, well, with a massive kick into the middle. No mark taken. Leopold had a couple of players there. They couldn't pick it up, though. Dustin Walters comes in, gets chicken wing. Can he get rid of the ball?
Jeez.
Very lucky there. Will Sheehan put the tackle on. Umpire Douglas had already made the decision it was going to be a ball up.
Yeah, very unlucky there, Will Sheehan. Really textbook tackle. And umpire Douglas was quick on the whistle. Into the air it goes. Zybell tried to grab it out of the ruck, did so successfully, then just fired a handball forward. Pressure was put on Jamison, knocked away by Pepper into the path of Wagner. 1-on-1, Richie Spokes. Spokes got a boot onto it. Head over at Monaghan. Spokes came again, barging his way through Malikan, gave a handball off, and actually in the end held it back and had his kick smothered by Marcus Thompson. Richie's been really good this afternoon for Leopold, trying to barge his way through. Can't take the footy. Umpire says, give it to me, just forward of the centre circles, favouring Leopold. 4-5-29, the Tigers. The Lions are 5-6-36. And we've got a Colac player down, Birchie, for St John of God. Very slow to his feet is Ryan Monaghan, the veteran, playing this afternoon game 162. He's on his feet now and play will resume with the ball up in the middle.
Zybell down. Marcus Thompson couldn't take it. Well, he's recovered beautifully, Monaghan, because he gets the handball away. Ben McCarthy inside 50, tries to drill it towards Garner. Past he and also Trent Thompson rolls out of bounds in the right forward pocket for the Tigers, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
It's raining inside the K-Rock box.
It's a war of attrition for everybody this afternoon. Not players, fans and commentators alike.
Throw in, and Ben McCarthy got the ball from the boundary throw and kicked it out of bounds on the full side. Leopold will take the resultant free kick. I think the record for us packing up is 9 minutes. That will be broken tonight.
Collingwood 87, Richmond 52. It'll be all hands on deck, including you, Jason Boris, for Tixel Sports Media, if you want to lift home. Left back pocket, Burgess, a high ball, little flirt with the boundary line. Bumstead, Zybell just got rid of him, but he couldn't complete the mark, and Bumstead did the roving at the front of the pack. Sold Edmonds up the river, who was dumped in a Monaghan tackle. He got rid of it. Marcus Thompson was slung by Zach Zybell after he got rid of it. Advantage paid. Justin will take it for Leopold on the lead, marked by Morfitt. What's he got forward? He's got Giddings working hard for him. He's got Annandale pushing back as well. Neither of those options appeal to Oscar Morfitt. He can come inboard to Billy Ritchie. He'll have to ignore that now. It's called a play on Morfitt. Confronted by Spokes. Doesn't know what to do. Kept it low along the boundary line. Went looking for Annandale. Ball got out the back. Melican. Annandale to put the pressure on. Did okay from front on not to give away a free kick. Annandale. And now a stoppage is going to ensure Annandale over the footy on the loose ball. Melican also there with Gorwell. And we'll get a ball up in the left forward pocket. Leopold just inside their 50 and looking to extend this 7-point margin.
The ruck contest, Bumstead gets it down. Monaghan can't take it. Gorwell's there as well for Colac. And good bump there from the man with 2 first names, Luke Justin. Sends Ben McCarthy over the boundary line with the footy, so we're going to have a throw in at left half forward for the Polders. Got very dark here too at Australian Land Company Stadium.
Dogs have jumped Sydney 16-1, 14 minutes played first quarter at the SCG.
Around the ground, thanks to Leopold Sporties. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. Free kick. Zach Bell's not having the rub of the green. Bumstead gets the free kick, gives it away to Wagner. Off a step, the piano tuner inside 50. Zybell got back there and helped out. This is Lockie Simpkin, short little kick. Wagner on the half volley, wrapped up straight away. Oh my God. There's about 5 players around him as they tackle him. He wasn't going anywhere there, the piano tuner. And it will be a ball up at left half forward for Leopold.
Collingwood 87, Richmond 52, and we'll bring you a final score shortly from Belpost Hill and Geelong West. Tap down Bumstead. Marcus Thompson kick smothered, deflected back to Gorwell. Long ball back with the flight, judging it best. Harris Jennings took the mark. He makes the hard look easy and the easy look hard sometimes, Harris Jennings, and he did there as he fumbled a regulation one. Kick looking for Annandale, it hung in the breeze. Annandale with the second grab, couldn't reel it in. Threw that to Williamson. That surely is a free kick. Umpire said play on. Williamson inside 50. Lockie Simpkin gave away a free kick for a push in the back. I would love to know the free kick count because I've got a sneaking suspicion Leopold have been well and truly favoured. Handball off, Morfitt. Luke Justin on the fly going past. He's missed everything, pushed that out of bounds. That will be a free kick to Colac. Unintended, but it will go to Tom Rennitz. But gee, Leopold, that was just a legitimate throw out of the pack that was missed there. And then Lockie Simpkin, in frustration, I reckon, gave away the free kick. Rennitz wants to go across the face of his defensive goal, and Jaron McCormack, the one-time Lara Cat, has it at the youth club end of the ground.
There's nothing to kick to on that side of the ground either. So he's going to come back to Lockie Simpkin. Opposite side back pocket, takes it. He's going to have Ryan Monaghan. He's also got Gorwell. So they work the 2-on-1 there. Gorwell takes it, point of the centre square at half back for Colac. They need a couple of goals. They're kicking with the breeze. They go short to Spokes. And Spokes takes it right in the middle of the oval. He's got Simpkin standing next to him, Lockie, but he elects to go longer. Long kick to centre half forward. Pepper, with his name written on it. Nobody around him for 15 metres. Andrew Pepper. And he's taken the mark at half back. Short little kick to Mitch Burgess. In front of Jamison. He takes it. Mitch is worrying about where Rani's standing. I don't think he moved. So Mitch now off a step. Goes to centre wing with the kick. Jason Boris can nearly take the mark. Sheehan can't because Melican comes from behind. And it will be a boundary throw-in on centre wing. It's 4-5-29, Colac, Leopold 5-6-36. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Right in front of our best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Foundation Giving Day. Give generously on July 30. All donations will be doubled thanks to generous matching partners of the APCO Foundation, and thank you to the Anderson family for their support, not only of the K-Rock football, but of the Geelong community. Grabbed out of the ruck by Zybell, lost it in the tackle, knocked forward by Justin into the path of Wagner of Leopold. Just heard the voice of Burgess out the side door, though Burgess on the third attempt couldn't pick it up. Quick snap out of the pack by Tobin Murray. Will go out of bounds on the full and then bounce over the fence and be a free kick to Leopold at left half back. Luke Justin likely to be the man to take that free kick. Just not moving freely, Birchie. Keep an eye on him for St John of God. We put you first, My Street in Geelong. He's got the right calf heavily strapped. He has won plenty of the footy this afternoon. Wagner presents short. He ignores that. So Justin sends a long ball. And it'll bounce at the feet of Jared Walters. Harris Jennings tried to get his hands on it. Jamison a handball up. McCormack was able to get away from Giddings okay. Handball on the bounce will suit Jamison in the end. Flicked it wide. Giblet will send it towards the grandstand side of the ground. A one-on-one. Dustin Walters and Will Sheen. Sheen hung on for dear life with the tackle. Dustin Walters got a free kick away. Darcy Lang with a deft tap to Jared Walters. A little handball back inboard though was just cut off. That was intended for a teammate for Colac, and there's going to be a free kick for holding the ball. There was that deft little tap of Darcy Lang was outstanding, but it's not going to result in Norton. Justin will send a kick into the path of Annandale, knocks it to his own advantage, can tuck it under the arm and go. A free ranging and loping kick, sends it wide, Pitt down low, stretching, takes a Hamlin hanger. Used all his speed to get to the footy and down low scooped it up. Jake Pitt, and from a very tight angle, will look to complete, I should say, the Hamlin hanger Inspirations Paint Goal of the Day double. Sensational mark from Jake Pitt on a day not for high flyers. Those ones down low might prove vital.
Tested the calf out there. Wow, wee.
Left-hand goalpost, you would think he'd have to start it. Oh. He has, and he just hasn't been able to fade it enough. Minor score margin is 8. Just the second score of the term for Leopold, and actually the second score overall. And we have gone on the Barwon Foods time clock, 10.5 minutes. 2 behinds to Leopold. Their 6-point lead at halftime. Now 8 points. Jake Pitt with 2 goals won.
Brennitz kicks it into Max Buchanan at a right half back for Colac. And he's now going along the line. 2-on-1. Getting across there was McCarthy, but Thompson and Wagner were there right in front of the best seats of the house, thanks to APCO Foundation Giving Day on July 30. And we'll have a boundary throw-in.
Dogs 23, Sydney 1.
Wowee. Must be a bit breezy at the SCGs there.
Double. Oh, you go, Jace.
Oh, why not? Murray. Free kick hold. Tobin Murray. No, he's going to come back. Ben McCarthy's going to take it on centre wing. Jai Cross is going to stand the mark. He goes short. And he goes to Murray now, who takes it in front of Tate Porter. So just attacking around the boundary line. Colac now. Murray. Long kick towards the lead of Garner. Thompson. Oh, Zybell! Hamlin hanger. Came in from the side. 2 grabber. And the big ruckman, he's been trying to take one of those all day. Has finally taken one, and will shoot for goal from 40 out in the right half forward flank position. And I wouldn't be putting my house on it, but
do you want double or nothing, you nude run down Murray Street?
Please, double or nothing, please. Kirsch, are you awake?
I'm awake. I'm just trying to find Chase Murray. I don't think he's come back out.
Right, okay.
From half time.
Birchie, we might get you on that job as Zach Zybell comes in. And he has missed it. There we go. Bad luck, Roz. Bad luck. Colac Lotto not getting anything out the front of Murray Street. There we go. It's an absolute blessing. Don't worry about that. And it's 3 for 1 behind Colac, 4-6-30. Leopold, 5-7-37. And that's on the Barwon Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard. Your supply specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region.
Falmungas Road in Breakwater. Check out barwontimber.com.au. Will Sheen to bring the ball back into play for the Polders. He'll send it towards the grandstand side of Central Reserve and go out there for a big fly from Harris Jennings. He got a hand on the footy and it got out the back. Leopold have got numbers. Cross was clean. Handball release. Williamson cut through traffic nicely. They've got it to centre half forward with Pitt. Pitt will turn and kick quickly. Sees them streaming forward. Annandale back with the fly. He wants to take on the man and have a shot at goal, and he's missed. He's absolutely fried an opportunity, Max Annandale, to give his team a handy 13-point lead. Instead, the lead will be 8. Coming off 5-2 last week, just the 2 behinds. Maxi Annandale. He could have kept running too. 5-8-38, 4-6-30. Third quarter Barwon Timber K-Rock scoreboard, and Annandale left to rue. An opportunity missed. The Dogs not wasting opportunities in Sydney. They lead by 28, 29-1. Jeez. And all of a sudden, the Swans' grip on the top spot has just been loosened slightly.
Yes, I picked the Lions for the premiership too. They're looking nice, Brizzy.
That makes two of us.
Yeah, well done, us. Jeez, we're good, aren't we?
Went out on a limb.
When they were 14th after about 8 rounds.
And when they were 0-5, you go, hang on, 0-4, hang on a minute. The ball's lost. We
Somebody's either souvenir to Sharon. Oh, here it comes.
well, Logan Wagner put it in the back of the car to take it home, one or the other. But it's coming back now. You watch Colac go down and kick a goal now, straight away, after all that from Max Annandale. Tom Rennitz. God, gosh, wish we had a camera in here. It'd be fun to see. Rennitz plays on from a fullback, goes grandstand side. Punched away from Zybel, got a hole, got over the shoulder, got half a dozen things, and Zach Zybel will take the free kick. And hang on a minute, what's going on here? 50. It's a bit of 50 action.
Against Nick Ash, I reckon.
He's trying to pick up his opponent that was 25 metres away.
Oh, so Zach Zybel's going to come down to centre half forward and just go whack with the kick inside 50. Goal! Oh! Zach Zybel used that wind. I told you, Cash. I told you. And Zach Zybel has used the 50 and finally has kicked a goal. And it finally means I don't also have to run down Murray Street, which is amazing because he missed the last one, but he's got that one. And he has put his first on the board and back to 2 points the difference. 5-6-36 Colac, Leopold, 5-8-38 Bowen Timber, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Well, it was only the second goal with the breeze, so it's not like they've, with any confidence you've
That's right.
said with his goal kicking ability. But, they haven't really used the wind to their advantage so far, Colac, and you feel that there'd need to be a couple of goals up at three-quarter time with this breeze.
Umpire puts it into the air, Cross and Zybel went early, won the tap down. Cross will actually do the roving, freed the hands, got a handball on the bounce to Williamson, had his kick partially smothered, but Thompson gave it off by hand. Burgess streaming off half-back, a bounce, runs to 45 for the quick reply! Inspirations paint, goal of the afternoon. Mitch Burgess on the fly at his best. Kicks the goal, and that's not what Colac wanted. They didn't want Leopold getting a reply within about 25 seconds. Just the second goal of the season for Mitch Burgess, but when he's on the burst, he's hard to stop. Third quarter, K-Rock Bowen Timber scoreboard. Leopold 6-8-44, Colac 5-6-36. Burgess with quality with a capital Q there, Kirsch.
Absolutely, and that's their third scoring shot from clearances. So they've picked up their clearance work. Obviously, after that second quarter where Colac dominated, they've picked up their clearance work this quarter.
So, goal for goal. We haven't said that. It's the first time we've said that in a while.
It is only 5-6 still, but...
Doesn't matter. Zybel got it down in the middle. Thompson roved it. Monahan jumped on Porter. Porter tried to tap it towards Cross. Zybel got it sideways. Handball over the top. Hawker got it away forward to the centre towards Tobin Murray's handball. Got to a target. Was that high? The umpire said no. Wagner came in. Thompson. Umpire says play on ball. Spills free. Lang, usually good in this position. Got the handball away. Tobin Murray to finish. 3 goals in 2 minutes. He's kicked it. Tobin Murray kicks his third. And it's goal for goal at Australian Land Company Stadium. 6-6-42. Colac, Leopold 6-8-44. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard. And that is a beautiful piece of play. Matt Kershaw.
Absolutely is. We've got something to cheer about. The game's really picked up a couple of notches. And again, just some clearance work. They've matched the Burgess last goal from some clearance work and they've hit the scoreboard themselves. But fabulous finish. He's having a good afternoon, Tobin Murray. Hopefully the Cats VFL staff are on watching his game this afternoon because he's looking the most dangerous forward at the moment on the ground.
Yeah, 3 goals out of 6. Important in this clash. Garner's gone into the middle against Bumstead. Garner grabbed it, lost it, then had another go. Handball on the up. Monahan will drive a kick to half forward. Wants a marking target in Ben McCarthy. In fact, it was Dustin Walters spoiled away from him. Handball out of the pack. Justin all taken in the tackle, but freed the arms. Dustin Walters put his head over it. Lost it in the Porter tackle. Porter was good. Can he free the arms? He does. Marcus Thompson below his knees. Try to get a handball on the bounce to Williamson. Deflects back into the waiting arms of Joffy Skimpton. High, long ball to the goal square. Trent Thompson double fisted through for a rush behind for Colac, and the margin is 1. We're setting ourselves up for a grandstand finish here at Australian Land Company Stadium. 18 minutes gone, third quarter. Leopold 6-8-44, Colac 6-7-43, and at the MCG, Collingwood 93 has defeated Richmond 67 for Leopold Sporties.
Kick in high. Edmonds went up, couldn't take it for Leopold. Comes back to it. He drops the football in the tackle. Umpire says play on. Jared Walters got the handball away. Hawker couldn't take it. Comes back towards Cooper Hayes. Richie against him. Falls to Jared Walters again. Left foot clearing kick inside 50 with it. Coming back, pitcher couldn't take the mark. Needs some support. Lang by chicken wing. Sheehan, beautiful, holding the ball, sends them off. And the free kick to Darcy Lang. 50 out from goal, directly in front.
A bit stiff, isn't he, though? What can he do, I suppose? But it was a great tackle, but yeah, he's just got to must try and kick in that situation, I guess.
Yeah, Darcy's last set shot wasn't crash on.
On his left.
On his left, so he's going back off the nice little run up too. And I think they've come to life a bit too here, the Colac supporters, so you'll know whether he's kicked it or not. Right foot kick this time, he's missed. The goal umpire has basically run to winch, and it's through for one behind. So that is 6-8-44 Colac. Leopold 6-8-44. Barwon Timber K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard, 19.5 played in this third term. Barwon Foods time clock. It's all square here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium.
As Pothole would say, Jace, one more point each and it'll be a draw.
Long ball in for Jennings, not marked in front of the old grandstand. There's going to be a free kick going which way? It's going to go the way of the Tigers. Left half forward, Buchanan turns and kicks quickly, sends it to the goal square. Pepper, judging it best, will be paid the mark. It was knocked from his grasp, but it'll come back. There is no advantage as it was a mark paid. We'll get that score from Bellpost Hill and Geelong West. That should almost be the conclusion at West Oval, if not complete. Jace will be all over that for Leopold Sporties. Pepper will bring it our broadcast side and put it out in the full. That's a poor kick. A very, very poor kick. That's a kick that not even a mother could love. And it goes out of bounds on the full. And Lee Gall, he hasn't hurt himself actually going over the fence, has he?
It's like he cramps maybe slightly. Or...
He hasn't played a lot of footy this year. Leopold Sporties will go around the ground shortly. High ball, long ball. Trent Thompson will come with a big spoil for Leopold. The hands of the pack, Dustin Walters had it knocked from his grasp. Quick kick out of the pack will roll towards the boundary line. Jennings will track it for Leopold. Be happy to see it out, I reckon. And it is out for a boundary throw in right forward pocket. What's happening at West Oval, Jace?
Got no idea. There is oh no, hang on, here we go. It is Geelong West 5-8-38, lost to Bellpost Hill 5-13-43. So it was only 5 points the difference in the end. Back kicking again from Bellpost Hill.
That would have been a riveting contest at West Oval.
Yes, we said that.
You would think now Bellpost Hill will avoid the wooden spoon. Couple of wins in the last fortnight. Porter tried to clear for Leopold, but he couldn't. Joffrey Simpkin the other way, flying but not marking Dustin Walters. Bit going on, and there's a free kick for a hold in the marking contest going to Colac, and it's going to be in the waiting arms of Aaron Walters, who's got a chance here. Any score actually will put his team in front as we tick into time on in this third quarter. 21.5 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Aaron Walters with 6 goals for the season. Aaron Walters with 7 goals for the season. Coming off 2 last week in the win over Newtown and Chilwell. He's kicked 1 here and given his team a handy 6-point lead. Kirsch thinks they need to be a couple in front, kicking into the breeze in the final term. They now lead Leopold 7-8-50 to 6-8-44. Third quarter action thanks to Barwon Timber, your specialists in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. And for the Sporting Globe, here's Matty Kershaw.
Well, they had a couple of repeated forward entries themselves, Colac there, and they've hit the scoreboard as we can see. But you're right, Kingy, about that breeze. I mean, they have shown, though, that they can kick goals the other way. So I think you'd still like to have that mental, advantage going in at three-quarter time with the breeze.
Well, the advantage to Colac here, so Lang gets it out of the middle. They go long again. So Bell and Thompson having a great one-on-one battle. Falls to the back pocket for Leopold. Handball to Pepper. He's wrapped up by Murray. Got the kick away, though, close to the boundary line. It's going to stay in. Can it come back to Garner? It goes past him, comes back further afield. Handball on the up, and that came from Simpkin. Lockie, kick out of mid-air from Leopold. Is that insufficient intent? Here it is. That's boundary.
Oh,
Tom Reynolds was ready for the kick too.
He's shaking his head, and rightly so.
Yeah, came straight out of the pack and was going nowhere but the boundary line. And it'll be a boundary throw in centre wing. And it'll be Adam Garner who's having a run on the ruck against Kyle Bumstead. Good throwing too. Good. The little boundary umpires are doing a great job this afternoon. Hawker gets the clearing kick inside 50 for Colac off the side of the pack. Pepper, handball back. You're dangerous handball. They get it away though. K-Rock zone on the wrong side. Right foot kick out wide. Needs a mark. Or Giddings got her indiscriminately pushed off the football and should take a free kick and will. And just back end of centre wing. Leopold through Connor Giddings. Go to the outside, wide, in front, Spokes. Oh, good pick up, Walters. Got it away, Jared, to Lockie Simpkin. He kicks it over the top, sit from behind. Oh, good mark in front, Giddings does well. And again, rescues them across half-back, Leopold.
Laterally he goes to Wagner, who marks at the back edge of the centre square. He goes short to Williamson, who was busy early, not as busy in this third quarter, but still had an influence on the contest. But he looks up and sees about 32 players in front of him, so he has to try and send a piercing kick, and he does to Burgess, who marks on the fly. 2 bounces, already kicked 1 goal. He'll get to 50, steadies himself, sends a kick to a one-on-one. Pitt, best position, just couldn't hang on. Giblet, back of the pack. That was a hurried handball taken by Marcus Thompson, who's dragged down in the tackle, and it's going to be holding the ball against Marcus Thompson. Reynolds did well to win the free kick. Pitt just ruining that opportunity not to take the mark there, and Colac hold firm. They don't want to concede another one. They want to find another one and be 12 up. A couple of kicks going into the 3/4 time break.
Oh, Reynolds with a kick, puts it over the head of Lockie Simpkin. Enough to be good here. Gets the kick away, turned it over though. Edmonds with speed, 50 out from goal, top of the square again. Can Pitt do it this time? No. Over the back, Annandale falls away and punched through for a rush behind by Adam Garner to Leopold. So they go to 6-9-45 now, the Lions. Colac 7-8-50. Bowen Timber K-Rock. 3rd quarter scoreboard, 25.5 played. Bowen Foods time clock.
Reynolds just trots off into the left back pocket and sends a kick wide. McCormack is his target, and against the shorter Edmonds comfortably takes the mark. Jaron McCormack today playing game 158, 77 games at Lara, so he's just topped that number. He's 81st today for the Tigers. A high ball to the wing from behind. Jennings tries to provide a spoil. It rolls off the back of his fist towards a teammate who's happy to see it out. I reckon Sheehan will be happy to take the boundary throw in front of the new pavilion. Not so new now. It's probably been here 7 or 8 years. I remember calling for K-Rock a country game between Geelong and Essendon here back 2018. It's grabbed out of the ruck by Bumstead. He just fires a handball forward, hoping for somebody to run onto it. It's knocked out of bounds by Monaghan, and we'll get a boundary throw in at the interchange gates, where there are actually no gates. Never been a gate, but we call them interchange gates for some reason, Jace.
Very nice, Tom. Boundary throw in. He just gets to make sure Kirsch is awake. I'm just not too...
He did say he was playing the role of Bernie Lomax today.
Handball comes in board for Leopold. Wagner, the piano tuner, goes towards Annandale, goes up. That's a good mark at centre half forward. And he's taken it. He kicked 2 behinds today. Kicked 5 last week, 5 goals. Max Annandale.
For South Point Garden Supplies, I got out onto the deck, and there's the soccer markings out there on the ground. Their soccer pitch actually runs east-west as opposed to the ground running north-south. That's how wide the ground is here.
Yeah. The goals are actually here in front of us on centre wing. Annandale, 55 out from goal. Helicopters, Kernahan style, goes into the square. Oh, at the back, Jake Pitt missed it, I think. He had a fresh air shot, and it's through for 1 behind. So they go to 6-10-46 now, Leopold. Trial Colac 7-8-50. Bowen Timber K-Rock, 3rd quarter scoreboard.
Reynolds again with kicking duties. He's going to go right up the corridor and use the advantage of the breeze. He'll almost get to the centre circle. Zybell flew at Trent Thompson. Good spoil, front of the pack. It's going to be a free kick for a hole because Wagner hadn't taken possession. Gorbel was sweating on him, and Wagner just hadn't taken it. And it's not going to be a mark to Williamson after the kick of Wagner because he wasn't back behind his mark. So he'll go again, but he'll go this time short to Justin. Justin will just check the kick. Williamson with the one hand coming across, takes the mark in front of Pitt. And we'll go back and have a shot on his 2nd of the afternoon. Kicked the goal in that 2nd term, but this for a psychological advantage at 3/4 time. I reckon Kirsch, if Leopold lead, knowing they've got the breeze coming home.
Absolutely. We said how important it was for Colac to be that couple of goals up, but it's even more important for Leopold if they can get their noses in front at 3/4 time.
Most of the goals have been kicked this season anyway. It doesn't matter.
That's right, yeah.
It's bizarre.
Left-hand goalpost, you would suspect, for Brock Williamson. There's a bit of stillness now about the afternoon. Williamson will kick from about 45, driving ball, and he's tugged it to the left and through for a minor score. Margin is 3. So 3 consecutive behinds for the Polders. Williamson with 1 goal 1 on the K-Rock Bowen Timber scoreboard, and the Bowen Foods time clock has ticked past 28.5 minutes. Bowen Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong.
Reynolds kicks it in. Malikan goes with a long kick towards centre wing. No mark taken, was it? Or was they claiming the mark? Zach Zybell claiming the mark. Umpire says no. You can't believe it, Zach. Hands the ball back to the Moth. And he'll put the ball in the air. Umpire Richies.
Hasn't been his afternoon, has it, Zach?
No, it hasn't. Ball spills to Ben McCarthy, to Monaghan. Gets it to centre half forward, but Burgess came across for Leopold and took the mark. Standing start goes short to the piano tuner. So, a Logan Wagner.
Steamatic standout contender, Jace.
I think so. Goes up the middle to Bumstead. Handballs it away to Williamson. He chips to Edmonds on centre wing. The piano tuner running past, thought about it, but Lockie Simpkins running right next to him. So James Edmonds has it and called to play on now. Goes back in short. Giddings takes the mark. He goes across to Burgess, back into the centre square. He goes to the opposite side centre wing. The Undertaker has it. Sheehan. So Will Sheehan just holding the play up, called to play on now. Kicks it along the line towards half forward. Punched away by Malikan from Annandale. Still in the field of play. It's sat there. So Leopold get it inside 50. At the back, Gorbel did well. Took a good mark. And goes quickly towards centre half back. They might have a chance here. Monaghan's got it at centre half back.
Going to roll the dice here. Handball over the top. Ascalotta Hayes. Wagner stuck the tackle. Handball was ineffective. Dumped was Ash. Might win a free kick. He will. Got a push in the back from Cooper Hayes, who was a bit frustrated. And that is three-quarter time. So they'll go in with a 3-point lead. As Ash, I think he might just want the stat, and he goes with a torp, and it goes about 40 metres into the breeze. So Nick Ash will get the stat for that kick, but his team will go in trailing by 3 points. Have they done enough to hold Colac, who had the breeze in that third term? They kicked 3 goals, the home team. Leopold kicked just the one. They actually kicked one.
Is family operated, born, raised and living in Geelong and committed to thriving into the future. Committed to building quality, sustainable homes. Committed to supporting you throughout your building journey. Hamlin Homes, built on a commitment to local trades, using premium quality materials, including a roof made from Colac steel. Hamlin.com.au, CDB-U 52938.
Planning a paint project? Then you'll want to talk to the team at your Inspirations Paint Store. You'll find And they're not just into paint projects, they're obsessed with them. And they can't wait to get stuck into yours. They're the Dulux approved specialists, and they've got all the paint, accessories and advice you'll need to make your next project awesome. There's a locally owned and operated Inspirations Paint store near you. Inspirations Paint. What's your next project?
Inspirations Paint, Grovedale, 138 Torquay Road.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Three-quarter time here at Central Reserve, and we're set up for a mouth-watering final quarter. Third spot's on the line. Colac lead at 7.850. Leopold 6.11.47. Just had the pleasure of shaking hands with former, well, he played at numerous clubs locally, but I suppose his name's most aligned with Geelong West, and that is Stephen Sells. Was just here. Yeah, did. Kirsch is that far removed from planet Earth today. He didn't even realise. Of course, made his name at Werribee. Also, Subiaco, Premiership player in 1986, won the field medal. The last ever field medal as VFA Division 2 best and fairest. And of course, had a stint at Leopold in the early 90s.
One of the great men of football.
He's a great fella.
He is indeed. And Selzy, when you listen back to this, or if you're in your car listening, sorry, mate.
Absolutely fresh air.
Fresh air, yeah, sorry.
You're having a snooze.
He could have said hi to me, though, couldn't he?
Well, he didn't know it was you, because look at you.
Yeah, fair enough. Good call. Good call.
Like something from Star Wars
Apologies,
or something. I don't know what's going on.
Chewbacca.
Down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. We'll get to Jane Birch, who I believe is out at the huddles having a little bit of a listen, and we'll get a bit of feedback from either Rowan Exparin or Gary Hocking on what their final message is for their team. But let's go around the grounds for Leopold Sporties. Earlier today, Collingwood had the better of Richmond, 14-9-93 to 9-13-67, while the final game of round 15 of the GDFNL saw Belpost Hill 5-13-43 outlast Geelong West 5-8-38. In the experts chair for the Sporting Globe this afternoon, he's here in body, maybe not necessarily in mind and spirit. Matt Kershaw, Eat, Drink, Sport, Rowry Street, Geelong.
Yes, I am here, Kingy.
He's done some drinking. I don't know about the eating.
Chipping away at it over here in my corner.
Just chipping away.
Yes, so
there's a better effort in you next week.
100% there is.
I'm telling you right now.
It's not one of my better days.
Thank God it's not a 6-day turnaround too.
Let's get back to talking about this game, shall we, Jace? Obviously, it is a great game, and it's very, very tight in the contest, isn't it? Like, it's really contested game of footy we've got here. It hasn't opened up at all. There's hardly any uncontested ball, and you really have to win your own footy at the moment, and that's indicative of the score, and it's indicative of the inside 50s. It's only 33-29, so there's not a lot of ball going inside forward 50. The marks, as we mentioned, have been down for those marks inside forward 50. The way the ball's been coming in, the entries have been pretty ordinary most of the day, particularly for Colac's end. The forward entries haven't been great. Garner hasn't taken a mark for the whole day, so that probably tells you how the ball's coming in. Like I said, they've only had the 29 entries in total, so they're not really getting a lot of ball inside their forward 50 to hit that scoreboard, hence why they've only kicked 6 or 7 goals. Clearance work, this is where they're getting them. They're getting on top here. They're +7 so far, Colac, for clearances, and that's their go. That's their one wood, and that's where they're winning their fair share of the ball. And inside marks forward 50, 8 to Leopold, 7 to Colac. As I said, numbers are down. They're both averaging 21 and 19 respectively.
Gee, the pendulum would be pretty good if we blew the siren right now, but we've still got a quarter to play, Kirsch, so we'll see how it lands at the end of the final term. We'll get to Birchie in a moment for AOB Australia Quality Shelving. Where are you, actually, Birchie? Come on in if you're able to. She'll make her way back from the huddles very shortly, give us a bit of an update from both teams.
Sponsored by Uber this afternoon.
And we believe Chase Murray is out of the contest, but we'll get an injury update confirming that after the game. Final quarter underway for Harvey Norman Electrical. Here's Jace.
Bell got it down. McCarthy tracked it and got it for Colac towards a vacant half-forward flank position. Goes now. Pepper gets out there with the Undertaker. Sheehan, happy to see it over the line. Well, the ball spilt free and could have been half a chance for a free kick there, Will Sheehan. The umpire says throw it in, and they will do so here at left half forward. Colac just into attack. They get the first goal, make it interesting.
Yeah, they will.
So a throw in. Zybel up against Bumstead. Bumstead got a hand to it. Falls to the side, free kick hold. Play on advantage. Thompson for Leopold. Runs away. His partner in crime next to him, Wagner. He goes with the kick instead. Open, forward 50. Goes back there. Who's going to get there first? Spokes tapped it away. Who's going to fall for? They Morford. He's good on the left. Can he pick it up? That's the first thing he does. Can he get around? No, he can't. Ball spilled free. Advantage not paid. Advantage is for holding the ball.
They bombed a goal there, Leopold.
They were at the outnumber.
Absolutely bombed it.
Yep.
And it's going to be a free kick to Colac in the last line of defence, and it's going to be Jack Mulligan.
That's a wonderful tackle by the skipper. Sensing the danger, got back. Called to play on, sends it towards the old grandstand, marking target. Zybell coming up, took a really good mark over the top of Edmonds, who claims he had first hands on it. Umpire didn't see it that way.
Yes, he's changed.
Well, he didn't actually hang on to it, Edmonds. So it probably needs to be more a ball up than anything. Well, that's going to infuriate Colac supporters and Zach Zybell, no end.
Wow.
Sets it up, looking for a mark. Williamson got one high. Umpire said play on. Ball at ground level. Monaghan bursts away. Driving ball to a one-on-one. Tobin Murray. Pepper. Should be a free kick. It is. And Pepper with an arm chop. Lucky not to have given away a 50-metre penalty after kicking it away. Tobin Murray feigns to handball. He'll send a kick inside forward. 50. Marking target is one of the Walters, I reckon. Off 1-2 from Trenny Thompson.
Just a little earringer, a little massage.
On the way through.
Oh, that was tough.
And Dusty Walters will have a shot at goal. He's got the old ear massage.
Yeah. The old school making him earn it.
This is a massive kick.
In the context of the game, it is.
I think it's a massive kick in the context of their season.
Good point.
Kick this.
No pressure on him.
Go 9 points clear and be in third spot.
No pressure.
No pressure. Your season hinges on this.
Man of the mark stands about 35 from goal. Walters on its way, has delivered. Big moment, big goal for Dustin Walters. First of the afternoon. And Colac draw first blood in the final term. They move to 8-8-56 on the final quarter K-Rock scoreboard. Thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Harvey Norman Electrical has the best prices in Bluetooth speakers. Leopold, 6-11-47. Don't underestimate how important
and to break the line and get it to Tobin Murray, that's elite work there by Ryan Monaghan.
So back to the middle. Good start by the Tigers in this final term. Zybell up against Bumstead. Something's going to go right for Zach Zybell soon. And Bumstead gets it down in the middle. Falls to McCarthy, trying to get it away to Cooper Hayes. He kicks it along the ground. Jamison tried to get it free to McCarthy again. Handball back to Marcus Thompson. Right foot kick towards forward 50. Annandale in front. Punched away. Monaghan again. Can he pick it up though? He can't. He needs some support. He didn't get any. Comes back himself. Falls through the hands of a couple. Kick quickly into the pack into Leopold's forward 50. Spokes comes out. Doesn't sit for him. Morfitt sits for him. Left foot kick smothered. Jaron McCormack came at him. Did well. And he wrapped up. And will be a boundary throw-in in the left forward pocket for Leopold.
Two almost moments there for Oscar Morfitt. Left forward pocket. They need a goal here, Leopold. I don't think they can afford to, with the low-scoring nature of the contest, afford to give up another one. Boundary throwing goes over the head of the rucks, hacked down in mid-air by Jared Walters, and it's going to land fortuitously on the chest of Joffy Simpkin. Turns and kicks, leading Garner. Rare sight today that we've seen him come up full-chested at the footy. Turns, kicks quickly. Jamison's got back there. Underneath it, flying Sheen. Couldn't hang on to the mark. He'll be paid the mark. He stood tall there, Sheen, and he wants the corridor. Wagner, his target. They're out here, Leopold, if he can get a handball. Oh, no, he missed Burgess, and he's opened the door for Walters, although Wagner comes, lays a tackle. Simpkin just threw it into the arms of Pitcher for Leopold. Pitcher's kick, bounces away from Zybell. Hacked off the ground by Williamson about 5 metres. Handball release. Pitt tried to get it on towards Ritchie. Ball spills out in the tackle. Annandale, left foot kick. Hit the target. Giddings on the lead. They just somehow just pressured it forward, Leopold, and find a way to get a shot.
Yeah, that's an absolute lovely kick by Annandale, wasn't it?
Kept it low, didn't he?
Absolutely. Made Giddings lead into the ball, put it to a spot, and Giddings all he had to do was run in his line.
To avoid going goalless in consecutive weeks, Connor Giddings was goalless for the first time since the first semi-final last week against St Mary's. This is a huge kick for the Polders. Man on the mark stands 30 from goal. Giddings on his way, makes no mistake. Margin is back to 3, and the arm wrestle ensures here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium. Final quarter action. Leopold moved to 7-11-53. They trailed Colac 8-8-56. Final term scoreboard thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Harvey Norman Electrical, the best prices in Bluetooth speakers. 6 minutes almost played on the Barham Foods time clock.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments there I thought Colac probably could have defended a little bit better, particularly some one-on-one contests just as that ball was going inside their defensive 50, and Leopold probably just surged it a little bit.
Pianic, will be happy that got, because his handball in the middle was horrific. Jared Walters picked that off pretty easy. So back to the middle, Zybel, big thump away. Coming off half forward, Lang got it away, shuffled Ben McCarthy's handball, missed Giblet, Wagner, handball over the top, needs Edmund to Ash to run for him, he does. Bumstead at centre wing, got the handball on the up to Burgess, runs free at half forward, goes towards the pocket, 2-on-1, coming at the back, Renats, can he get it free? Does, handball to Lockie Simpkin, clearing kick back to whence it came, Aaron Walters runs at it, falls to the side, Giblet, dropped the footy in the tackle, that's holding the ball, umpire said he tried to get the handball away. I don't know about that. And Leopold hold it up at right half forward. And it will be a ball up. Leopold just surging a little bit in the last couple of minutes, and they've got a ball up about 60 out from their goal.
Got their tails up at the moment.
They have.
Chase Murray out with a hamstring injury.
So Bumstead, he actually kicked it around the corner onto the foot of Brock Williamson, his teammate, and it's out of bounds on the full. So Darcy Lang for Colac will take the free kick at half back for the Tigers.
It was a little comical, actually.
Tom Feely's off too, isn't he? He's concussion, I think. We haven't seen him.
Yeah, so it's a big blow for Leopold. Kick to the wing, big fly Sheen from Leopold, front of the pack. Ben McCarthy taking in a tackle, we've got a handball away. Hawker just missed his target, and as he tried to get it to Giblet, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So the only upside to Feely with a concussion in this game, if there is any, is that he'll only miss one game if he's okay because of the split round that is coming. So it would mean he would be back for the clash with St Albans, but he'd missed the big game against South Barwon. Boundary thrown is a bit shallow. Tap down Bumstead. Roving. Richie's been pretty good. Gave it to Bumstead. He ran himself into trouble trying to get back to Richie. Richie tried to keep it in front of himself. Tobin Murray was clean. Gave it to Lang. Lang to Jamison. Jamison, can he get a handle on the footy? No, he can't. Other way came Justin. Also Trent Thompson. Justin picked it up. Justin taking in a tackle. Will get a ball up. 45 out from the Colac goal.
So the Tigers into attack. Bumstead comes down to the ruck work against Garner. Big pack around it as the umpire puts the ball in the air. Garner tries to thump it towards goal. Fresh air shot out of the middle. Walters is in there fighting hard for it. The umpire will come in and ball it up again. It's about 15 players around the ball. And amongst the ruckman, Garner up against Bumstead. Goes to the side. Rove, kick quick towards Thompson, top of the square. He left it behind though, over the shoulder. And free kick against Trent Thompson, who left the footy behind. Aaron Walters didn't. He came in, he tried to pick the footy up, and then Thompson came back and gave him one high. And Aaron Walters will take the resultant free kick, 10 out directly in front. He has gone back to nearly the 50-metre line. What's he doing?
Not sure.
Kick through the footy.
Well, gee whiz, I tell you what. You might want to miss it to either side. He's going to kick from about 25 in the end. He keeps it low and he kicks the goal. So he's kicked his second. And they go to 9-8-62, Colac. Leopold 7-11-53. Harvey Norman Electrical. K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Another goal from a stoppage or a clearance work. It's would have got 6-1 this quarter in favour of Colac around the stoppages. So yeah, they've had two scoring opportunities or two scores from their stoppage work. So again, they're getting on top in that area, winning the ball at the source, getting it to the outside and getting inside forward 50.
What's the response from Leopold? Colac keep finding a way to keep their nose in front. Back in the middle, Zybel won the tap down against Cross. It's going to be a free kick for a hold going which way? It's going against Williamson. And it's going to be a free kick. Tobin Murray's finding himself doing some work on the ball at the moment. And he's proving effective for the Tigers.
He's a gun.
Called to play on, tucks it under the arm, runs past Williamson, drives it inside forward 50, looking for a mark. Spoiled from behind, came from Matthews. Front of the pack, Dustin Walters, bang! Inspirations paint goal of the day. He stood up in this final term with two key moments, Dustin Walters, and he gives his team a 15-point lead. It's the biggest margin of the afternoon, and they might be about to take third spot on the ladder. Goal kicked, and they move to 9-8-62. Make it 10-8-68, in fact. And Leopold, 7-11-53, 10.5 minutes played. And Leopold have got to find a way now, or they're going to be outside the top 5 with a month to play in the season. Dustin Walters has been big in this final term, Kirsch.
He absolutely has. And again, rinse and repeat. I know it was a free kick, but it's clearance. It's stoppage work, and they get the ball inside forward 50. The Leopold player actually defended it, punched the ball back into the corridor, straight back to where Walters was.
And the rain has started to fall.
So in the middle, Zybell tried to get it to himself. He couldn't take it away, so we're going to have a secondary bounce in the middle of the oval. Zybell tried to get it down. Falls to the back. Murray again. Simpkin, Lockie kicks it around the corner. Jamison had to make a bit of ground against Edmonds. Coming through. Was that the free kick for a kick? It was. Umpire right on the ball. Edmonds to take it. Plays on now around Hayes, who's standing the mark. Quick reply response from Leopold. It goes over the top. Edmonds, that's a 75-metre kick. Kick off the ground. Annandale, it's missed. Through for one behind. Gee whiz, I tell you what, he used the breeze nicely there. And it's through for one behind. So they go to 7-12-54 now, Leopold. Colac 10-8-68. And that's on the Harbour Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Rennett's to half back, looking for a marking target. And Buchanan takes a really good mark in front of Ash. Really strong there. I said 10 goals would win it, Kirsch, and right, might prove on the mark if they don't kick another one. Buchanan, high to the wing. Zybell, cross from behind, front of the pack. Hayes releases a handball. Aaron Walters to run onto it, able to keep it alive just inside the boundary line. Back to Hayes. Porter says bang, dumps him in a tackle. Ball spills out. Matthews, a handball. That's straight out of bounds. That needs to be insufficient intent. It won't be paid as the rain continues to fall. Just coming in from the south at the moment. And we'll have it hurled back into play, but the sun also shining in an interesting juxtaposition of weather here this afternoon.
There's Colac wrapped up in this 30 seconds. Paul Zybell gets it.
Army day for the Colacians.
Monahan got it towards Hawker. He put his head over it, got one high actually. The umpire says held in, and just lying on the ground. Aaron Hawker, he got one high as he
did.
Yeah, and he's just getting up a bit ginger there. He will get up. Right in front of us in the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Foundation Giving Day on July 30. Zybell with a big thump away. Walters Aaron got it away by hand. Had to sit and wait for it. Murray, who was good enough to. Little right foot kick. Speared it towards Jamison. His handball back to Murray off a step. Goes towards forward 50. The handball came over the top from Jennings for Leopold. Or was that a high tackle? The umpire said it was. And the free kick, he's going to come back. Ryan Monahan stands the mark. In fact, it's Darcy Lang who stands the mark. Luke Justin gets it out board towards Burgess, who's gone to the other kicks at the moment. He's got the red boots on. Kick was scrambling along the wing, and he goes back to him now. He can't take it. Ball going to be slippery now. Jet Matthews gets pushed off it. Murray over the top of it as well. Pack develops. Umpire will come in and ball it up on centre wing on the outer side, on the grandstand side.
You're right. It is the outer side.
It is
to us.
It is for us.
Umpire to put it into the air. Have Colac done enough? Tap down cross. Brock Williamson trying to barge his way through. He's going to be a free kick for a hold. I'm looking forward to seeing the stats and the free kick count.
Well, they've worn their pee out of their whistle.
And the free kick will be with Williamson. True centre wing. Broadcast side. Sun shining now here as the rain falls. Kick inside 50. Went through the hands of Zybell. At the back, McCormack. And the umpire says a throw. And a free kick to Leopold coming against Jaron McCormack. He and Luke Justin come together, but the free kick's going to belong to Annandale, who has had some opportunities this afternoon but hasn't been able to take them. And he has to make the most of this to pull the margin back to 8 points as we approach 15 minutes played in this final term. Just his fourth game, Max Annandale. 5 goals last week against St Mary's in the loss. 2 behinds this afternoon. Man on the mark stands about 30 from goal. Annandale slightly left of centre. On its way, he sends it, and he has missed. Bad miss. 3 behinds for Annandale. And the margin is 13. And they've had some chances, and they've blown them, Leopold, and they might be left to rue them. As Colac hold a 13-point advantage at the 15-minute mark on the Barn Foods time clock.
Rennett's plays on from fullback, goes to McCormack. He can't take it. Ash at the back. Lang. He can't. In fact, it was Monahan couldn't take it. Gets it wide towards McCormack. How many times do you reckon Rennett's has kicked the ball to Jaron McCormack in his career?
A lot. Yeah, and why wouldn't you? He's a beast of a man, J-Mac.
So a throw in right half forward for Leopold. at the, as I've been told, the Colac end of Australian Lamb Company Stadium.
Bulldogs 49, Sydney 13, Hawthorn 18, Adelaide 8 for Leopold Sporties.
Ball from Pepper, gets it away. Ash got it over the top, coming the other way. Hayes, Sheehan straight lined it. The Undertaker to kick the goal.
Oh, no!
Missed. And through for one behind. And they are Andrew peppering the goals here, Leopold. 7-14-56.
Sheehan didn't need to go with the banana.
Colac 10-8-68.
Dribble, whatever.
Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Anything but a banana running directly at goal, I suppose, was the right option.
Rennett's just trying to dry the footy on his jump up. So the margin is 12, so draws back in play.
How does that help?
Nobody. Just adds an extra element of surprise to the last month of the season. A high ball once McCormack. Big spoil Giddings. Front of the pack. Williamson couldn't take it. Monahan's been good. Zybell. Handball release. Chance here for Monahan. He just threw a handball away and he's been done for a sling tackle. Has Connor Giddings. Gee, that might be a bit stiff and it's actually going to be down ground. Well, it's got to be where it actually happens, doesn't it? Short kick to the wing is okay. Simpkin marks on the chest the kick that came from Dustin Walters. He sends it inside 50, back with the flight. Justin judged at best, couldn't mark. Wagner, though, to help out. Pepper outside of the right boot. Has to be neat with the kick, isn't. Lockie Simpkin knocked it to Gorwell. Edmonds, he shrugged off him, Gorwell. And then, no, he couldn't get away the second time. And it'll be a free kick. Advantage paid. Justin to a one-on-one. Annandale with the one hand, couldn't mark against Malikan. Tries to knock it to advantage and try and use his speed. He's got good agility. Can't get rid of Malikan, who stuck the tackle. Chicken winged him. Got the ball on the boot. Went back about 15 metres. Colac dive on the footy, and it'll be a free kick. No, ball up, left half forward for Leopold. They need a goal. Reckon one more will be enough, Kirsch.
Absolutely. What have we got? 17, nearly 18 minutes gone.
So ball up, Bumstead in front. Thompson runs through, can't take it. Monahan, fresh air shot for Colac. He goes back and tries to pick the footy up, and the umpire will come in and ball it up again, left half forward for Leopold. Grandstand side of Australian Lamb Company Stadium here in Colac. Ball up. Bumstead got it down, holds, said the umpire. Over the shoulder advantage is going to be paid to McCarthy for Colac. The Tigers go towards half forward. Garner takes the mark in front of Thompson. Goes with a right foot kick. Open 50. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, Lang over the back. Goal. This is the ball game. Darcy Lang runs in and kicks the goal. Darcy Lang kicks his first of the afternoon. And they go to 11-8-74 Colac. They lead Leopold 7-14-56. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, you're right. That is the ball game right there. But, you know, good play, advantage is taken, and that's where the advantage rule absolutely works at its best because you get Garner coming up at the ball. He hasn't had a great day, Garner, but he's taken 2 marks this quarter. Then there's that conduit of Darcy Lang being around the goals, and he doesn't need much of a sniff, does he, Darcy Lang?
22nd of the season, playing game 50 this afternoon for the Tigers. Of course, that 50 started way back when he played some as a young fella before going off to his AFL and VFL careers. Here's Edmonds doing well through traffic for Leopold. Brought down in the tackle, but not before a handball to Bumstead. Bumstead gave it to Thompson. Thompson's handball made Porter stretch. Stepped through the oncoming tackle. Centre kick to the goal square. It's going to bounce through, I reckon. It's going to bounce through. Porter with a much-needed goal, and maybe they just stay alive. The quick response, Kirsch. Not much time off the clock. They kick the goal to pull it back to within 12 points. Final quarter, K-Rock, Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman Electrical for the best prices in Bluetooth speakers. Leopold 8-14-62, Colac 11-8-74, and we're just shy of 20 minutes played on the Bowen Foods time clock.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, Kingy. I think the fact that they've got that within a minute off Darcy Lang's goal, so that it now nullifies Darcy Lang's goal, and you're right, we've got a game on our hands now. Back to 2 goals, probably, 8 minutes to play, 8-9 minutes still to play.
So back to the middle. Zybell against Bumstead. Ben McCarthy pushes it forward. Zybell, he thought about kicking off the ground. He probably should have because he got wrapped up straight away and he threw the ball.
Yeah.
So he had half a shot to kick it away, but just didn't sit for him nicely. So now Bumstead from centre half back goes out to the grandstand side. Looks for Edmonds over the back of the pack. Simpkin there, Lockie Simpkin. And Darcy Lang, they see it over. And we'll have a throw-in. Right on centre wing. And Colac faithful in front of the stand there. willing their side on here at home. A difference between third and sixth in a couple of minutes, about 20 minutes' time. And big for Zybell just kicks it up the chimney. Another ruck contest, neither getting a tap away from that. And the pack develops, the umpire will have to come in and ball it up again.
Never been a draw between these two.
Ooh.
It's on the cards. If Leopold can find a couple of late ones. Grabbed out of the ruck, Zybell lost it in the tackle. Umpire said play on, barging his way through. Might be Dusty Walters at the bottom of that, who's had a big last quarter with a couple of crucial goals. No, in fact, it's Ben McCarthy who gets to his feet. Umpire puts it in the air. Zybell. Jennings doing the ruck work, won the tap down. Socket off the ground by Williamson. Just tried to socket to his own advantage. Tobin Murray coming the other way was clean. Has he got much room to work with? No. As he turned to kick, he stepped out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw in front of the old grandstand here at Central Reserve. Not a bad crowd in. I wonder if the 2014 boys have emerged from behind the glass to throw their support behind the Tigers, as we'll get it hurled back into play as we tick towards 22 minutes played in this final term.
So from the contest, Gorwell picks it up, tried to give the handball to Cody Spokes. He was tackled before he got it. Comes back to Jamison, short little toe poke. And tackled on. Oh, that's a high tackle to Spokes. Yes, the umpire right on the spot. Cody Spokes will take the free kick. Just back into the centre square for Colac. Where's he going? He's going to the centre wing position. Oh, Leopold got the numbers there. No mark taken. Pepper needs some support. They need to move the ball on, and the umpire will come in. He's letting it go. Big pack around. He'll have to come in and ball it up now.
Oh, I thought K-Rock Zane was in a world of trouble there with holding the ball, but it never came.
Oh, very lucky. So ball up. In between wing and half forward, grandstand side. Zybell with a big thump away. Hawker couldn't take it. Porter for Leopold. He's over it as well. Ball still in dispute. The umpire will come in and do another little bit of work. 11-8-74 Colac. Leopold 8-14-62. 23 played. Final term Barwon Foods time clock.
For South Point Garden Supplies, Jace, what's the feels like when you get the opportunity from the Bureau of Meteorology? Thompson, that's Marcus for Leopold, a high kick to the middle of the ground, important contest. McCormack got shifted under the footy by Giddings. Wagner spun out of the pack, handball. Richie spun out of a pack, handball on the bounce back to Wagner. Wagner, Thompson, Ash, big moment for Nick Ash, massive moment for Nick Ash, and he takes his moment and kicks the goal. 30 metres out. Just slightly on an angle, and he manages to pop it through and cut the margin back to 6, and this is well and truly game on in the final term. Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical, the best prices in Bluetooth speakers. Leopold 9-14-68, trail Colac 11-8-74, and Nick Ash made the most of his opportunity there, Kirsch.
Absolutely did, because they got a bit of the yips, Leopold, in front of goal this afternoon. They could be well and truly in front, to be quite fair, with the goals they've missed. So it was a really important finish, not only for his side in the scoreboard, but just the way they've been going about kicking their goals.
Well, in the middle is Harris Jennings in the ruck for Leopold, and he gets it out, goes bang, straight down the middle. And it's as easy as that for Leopold. Harris Jennings did his own roving work, and he got it to Max Annandale, who has had the yips in front of goal today. He's kicked 3 behinds. He is 30 out directly in front to draw level.
Well, put the yips behind you now, son. This is your chance.
Kick through the ball, you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Kicked 5 last week, as we said, and he'll have no more crucial kick than this. Max Annandale. He comes in, left foot kick, 30 metres out, and he has kicked the goal. Scores level here, and they're telling Jared McCormack all about it, and Jared won't be happy with that. J-Mac into it, 10-14-74 Leopold. Colac 11-8-74. Harvey Norman Electrical, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical has the best prices in Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, look, Billy Ritchie ragdolled him, Jared McCormack then.
Well, you're lucky. You shouldn't do that, because the umpire could quite easily go, you know, that's a free kick in the middle of the ground.
Yep.
You've got to be so careful with that stuff. Anyway, we are locked away. We are tied up.
Darcy Lang kicked a goal. That was it.
and 18 points.
Yeah.
And then bang, Porter, Ash and Annandale. Sounds like my law firm. Jennings back in the middle, wins the tap down. Lang's gone into the middle. He jams it onto the boot to Jamison. Sheen to take him in a tackle. It's not a bad one either. The bigger Sheen on the smaller Jamison didn't take him high. Stoppage, edge of the centre square, outer side of Central Reserve. Tapped down by Zybell. Handball at close quarters. Found Monahan on the left. He sends it towards forward 50, rolling ball. Jet Matthews and Pepper got in each other's way. Head over at Bumstead, couldn't knock it out. It's locked up. How much time left as we approach 26 minutes played on the Bowen Foods time clock, and the scores are locked away at 74 apiece. They've never played a draw, and they're both looking for third spot.
Ball in, Zybell, fresh air shot. Pepper, fresh air shot. Falls to the piano tuner at half back. Long right foot kick to centre wing. It's 3-on-1. Colac, Simpkin got a hand to it. Spokes came across, couldn't take it. Porter through the middle for Leopold. Ball still in dispute. Where's it going to go? Nick Ash is there as well. Where's it going to come out? Is it going to come out there? It's not. Moth is going to come in and ball it up just forward to centre wing for Leopold. We have played 26.5 minutes in this final term. Bowen Foods time clock.
Who are you backing from here?
Well, back in the draw. He's on the draw at the minute.
Zybell got it down. Ash to Rove. Oh, got away. Bit of candy too. Nick Ash goes to centre half forward with the kick. Coming across the front. No mark. Pitt falls to the back. Kick up the chimney. Back towards Zybell, who stands in the middle. Can't take the mark. Ball spills free. Good tackle. And the umpire will come in. Hawker put the tackle on. Zybell's got cramp. No wonder. Yeah. And it will be another ball up. 11-8-74. Colac. Leopold 10-14-74.
Jennings to do the ruck work. Zybell. Jennings winning the tap down ball. Hits the deck. Williamson through traffic. Shares a handball. Ash on his left. Can he hit a target? It bounces towards a teammate. There was Pitt there. Ball at ground level for Annandale to lay a tackle about 30 metres out from the Leopold goal. A behind might do it. Porter trying to barge his way through, getting nowhere. We'll get another stoppage. 27.25 played. Bowen Foods time clock 74 apiece. Hope you're enjoying this as much as we are on KROCfootball.live and AFL Bowen TV. Tap down Zybell. Bursting through the contest was Wagner. He couldn't take it with him. Pitt went again. Tried to pull the footy in. Kick out of the pack. Rolls towards the top of the goal square. Annandale maybe taken without it. Umpire said play on. Free kick too high.
Throw. He paid a throw.
Throw I thought was too high. Was the
paid a throw.
Paid a throw against Annandale. And the free kick belongs to Malikan, who went to McCormack short, and they'll try and roll the dice here, the Tigers.
Goes wide to Monahan. Monahan at half back, takes it, wants to move on quickly. Pretty heavy conditions there. He pops it up. That's going to be a... Oh, Pepper stands in the middle, can't take it. Tobin Murray got it on the outside to Giblett. He can't take it. He drops it. Barkus Thompson picked it up, though. And he goes long back towards McCormack, who's got the sit at the back, comes to the side of the pack. Richie will see it over the boundary line, right half forward, and we'll have a boundary throw, and it's 74 apiece. We've played 28.5 minutes. Bowen Foods time clock in this final term.
It can't be much time remaining. Leopold with 4 goals in this final term. Colac with 4 goals, so maybe we'll get to 30 minutes. Ball back into play. Zybell won the tap down. Here's Williamson. Handball release. Burgess under pressure from Lang. Couldn't get a kick away. Monahan dived across the boot. Porter opened the door for Marcus Thompson. Handball. Hayes got in the way. Jennings is hurt. Here's Ash. Ash had his kick partially smothered. Ball scrambles inside 50. Knocked away by Lockie Simpkin. Here's Edmonds. Just needs to score. Runs through traffic. Steadies. Straightens. And has missed to the left. Leopold lead by a point. Jennings is still down in back play for St John of God, but Edmonds has given his team a 1-point lead. 3 behinds for Edmonds, but with the third one, the most crucial of the afternoon, as Leopold lead by a -4.
Oh, Rennett's kicking was horrific towards J-Mac. It wasn't even supposed to go there. Ash to finish it off. He's in the right forward pocket. He can't pick it up. It's a 2-on-1. Leopold had the 2. Morfitt sees it over the boundary line. Right end of the ground for Leopold, not the right end for Colac. And it's just going to be, can they hang on, Leopold? They're a point in front, boundary throw in their forward pocket. Zybell taps it over the back. Giblett, Ash over the top. That's holding the ball, is it? No, the umpire says he just held it in nicely, and we'll have a ball up about 50 out from the Leopold goal. Zybell. Ruck Conti's trying to thump it as far as he can, but they're coming up against him, a couple of them. And Jennings has recovered. He was in there. And another ball up. Zybell with a big run. Jennings got a hand to it. Falls towards Richie through the middle of the pack. Williamson got a high tackle. Made sure the umpire saw it. And he's pretty happy as he gets up, and that is the ball game, you'd say. He's 50 out from goal, slide angle. We've played 30.5 minutes in this final term. They're a point up, Leopold, and this would seal the game. Brock Williamson has kicked 1-1 this afternoon. So, Brock Williamson to make it 7 points of difference for Leopold. They were 18 points down in this final term. He comes in, right foot kick, breeze, hasn't brought it back far enough, and through for one behind. So they get a 10-16-76 Leopold. Colac 11-8-74. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Bennett has been sacked from kicking in after his last one. Yeah.
So it's Lockie Simpkin, who runs from his defensive goal square, drives a kick to right half back and finds his skipper, Malikan. Malikan turns and kicks quickly. He's got to roll the dice, but he's kicked it straight into the waiting arms of Wagner, who's been huge this afternoon. He'll go short to Pepper, and they'll try and control the footy. You've got to be careful doing that, though. You've got to be able to execute. Pepper, just back of the wing. Grandstand side, sends it to a one-on-one. Annandale has it spoiled away by Malikan. Front of the pack, Porter has been taken in a tackle over the boundary line and out of bounds as we tick towards 31.5 minutes played. Final quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Ball hurled back into play. Zybell, Jennings from behind. Big fist, got about 30 metres forward. Siren! There is a fine line between pleasure and pain. The pleasure is a 2-point win for Leopold and third spot on the ladder. The pain is after leading by 18 points at the 18-minute mark and sitting sixth with 4 rounds to play for Colac. The Polders with a famous win on the road as they knock over the Tigers 10-16-76. Colac 11-8-74 in an absolute cracker here at Central Reserve. One of the best games of the season. Kept us on our seats all afternoon. The weather might have been cold, but the action was hot. And Matty Kershaw in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe this afternoon. We've seen 2 teams worthy of playing finals, but for Colac now, they have got some work to do. They'll beat St Albans next week. They've got St Mary's and St Joey's, though, bookending a game with Geelong West in the final 3 rounds.
It's going to be a costly loss, this one, really, when you look ahead the next 3 weeks. It's pretty big for them, isn't it? So, look, they are 18 points up. They shouldn't probably have let Leopold back in with 10 minutes to go. They have. Leopold are a great side. They had their opportunities. 10-16, we saw them miss some pretty easy ones throughout the day. So, I guess the scoreboard is pretty reflective of the result and Leopold's win. But Colac, got a bit of work to do in the next couple of weeks, that's for sure.
Kicked 4 goals 5 to 4 goals straight in the final term. They had their opportunities, Leopold, probably to have not put the game to bed at 3/4 time, but they kicked 3 consecutive behinds to end the third quarter. They had some momentum, but gee, Dustin Walters was so big in that last term, and in the end, though, all the work that they did to give themselves an 18-point lead has counted for nothing.
Absolutely. Walters was huge. I thought Tobin Murray's last quarter was massive as well, but on the flip side, the move of Harris Jennings in the ruck in that last quarter, he sort of nullified what Zybell was doing, and he was crucial, wasn't he? Like, his clearance work was phenomenal, and his stuff around the ground was really good, so he carried him a long way to victory in the last quarter, that Harris Jennings did.
Birchie is down boundary side. She can hear us, but we won't be able to hear from her, so the hope is that we'll be able to bring our Leopold Sporties Player of the Day over, along with the 2 coaches, to the van or in the vicinity of the van, to be able to have a chat with them in this 5th quarter. We won't be able to bring you the song from the Leopold rooms just due to the signal here at Australian Lamb Company Stadium, but we're in the 5th quarter for the Sandman Mattress Factory. Sleep